Okay, that was an awkward transition. I forgot to turn my mic on. Surprise. Hello, how is everybody? Happy Saturday. I worked hard today. I kicked butt today at the office. Hi, Jing. Hello, welcome. So today is a very big day for me. I am here to present the very biggest slideshow coming in at over 100 pages. The biggest, best slideshow I ever made in my life. The slideshow about my trip to Japan last year. It took me like a whole year to make. That's why it took me this long to make it. As always, I am here with the help of my emotional support chicken, Stefco, who came to fest with me in real life. So I'll definitely be counting on her. Yeah. Okay, but I'm really excited to talk about this. Let's see, I have everything. I have my background music. I have my notes. Oh yeah, I gotta put on my other background music. Wait for it. I made the intro music myself, by the way. I'm gonna make a full version later. But that's as much as I got done so far. You missed the whole stream, but it just started. I just started. You just got here. It's fine. You didn't miss anything. I'm just alone in my void introducing the concept while I fumble in the background for where my background music is. Let's see. I have the folder. Oh, this one. Let's listen to this one. Here's another background music I made myself especially for this occasion. Yeah. I used my very finest, very most expensive digital instruments to craft the music of my soul. It's Shiny Smiley Story. But it's a little silly, so I'll call it Shiny Silly Story. Anyway, let's hop over to my bear den. And I'll show you my slideshow. Ta-da! I'm gonna scooch up a little bit. Wait for it. Scooch, 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 scooch. Yay, I scooched. Hi, everybody. I replaced my fans with a chicken. No, she's not a fan. She's my emotional support chicken. Senpai, this is my emotional support chicken. She supports me when I'm nervous, such as when I'm presenting the biggest slideshow of my entire life, and I'm very nervous. But you in the chat are, I mean, I don't know if you're my fans or not. You don't have to be. It's not a requirement. You can just, like, come and chill out. But you have not been replaced. Hi, Anna! Welcome to the thing where I tell you about my trip to Japan. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm almost ready. Where are my notes? Shuffles around for my notes nervously. Okay. I have my glass of water. I'm gonna take a drink. This is a very big, very important day for me. Okay. Yes, I'm hydrated enough to do this. So, welcome to Stephanie's Japan Trip Slideshow 2024 edition. Maybe there will be another edition, but I'll have to go back to Japan and craft a whole other 100-page slideshow for it. Yeah, this is a picture that I took in Akiba Square. My boss liked this picture the best because it reminds her of her favorite drama, Tokyo Midnight Diner. So I made that the cover. Anyway, moving on. Let me tell you about my favorite manga, Urusei Yatsura. The plot of which is about a weird alien who wreaks havoc on the propriety of suburban Japan. This is me about to show you my slideshow, the plot of which is also about a weird alien who wreaks havoc on the propriety of suburban Japan. You understand? Very important that we start with this, okay? Just so you know what you're in for. So, like you do, I had to take an airplane. I had to take an airplane all the way to Japan. And by the way, I think I gotta turn that music down a little bit. I mean, it's a masterpiece, don't get me wrong, but I think it was drowning me out a little. Okay. So, you gotta go ride in an airplane if you want to go to Japan. The airplane, or as I like to call it, the torture tube. Why? Because you have like 11 square inches of space in which to exist. Yes. I mean, you can stay on the floor. I love being on the floor. You can watch the slideshow on the floor. You can watch it on the house. Can you wreak havoc on suburban Japan? Yeah, maybe, if you want. It's not too much havoc. It's gotta be like a medium amount of havoc, okay? So, you know, airplanes. Airplanes are bad. I can never fall asleep on one, too, because it's like I said, you have like 11 square inches of space in which to move. And, yeah, it's really uncomfortable. You're, like, strapped to a chair, you know, and I was sitting like this, and I was sitting like this, and it's just nothing was working for me, really. But anyway, it was a 14-hour flight, and I rode on an airline that was out of Taipei. So I flew from Seattle to Taipei, first, and I gotta tell you, the one thing I do like about their airplanes, is that they have probably the coolest safety video I've ever seen, because it's framed like a spy movie, like this is your mission, these are your instructions, wear your seatbelt, and here's where you can get a parachute, or whatever, you know? But anyway, 14 hours into this thing of being really uncomfortable and strapped to a chair, as the chat says, I realized I had to pee so bad. I had to pee so bad, and I was like, I really need to get up and use the bathroom. However, at that time, apparently the plane was, like, about to land. Now, mind you, when a plane lands, right, it's like, it takes, like, a whole half hour to land. But it's still like a process, right? So I was like, well, we still got like 30 minutes until we land. So let me just use the bathroom, like you do when you have to pee. However, the flight attendant was like, oh, excuse me, miss, you can't use the bathroom. We're going to land. I was like, yes, but I really have to go. I really, 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 really have to go. So she was like, okay, can you be fast? I was like, yeah. So I got in there and I peed faster than I've ever peed in my life. But still 5 seconds later, she's banging on the door like, hey, are you done yet? I was like, oh my God, these Taiwanese flight attendants don't fuck around, man. They are serious. They're like, you gotta get out of there. I'm like, okay, I'm trying my best. But I did it. I got back in my seat. Guys, my witness, I will never piss off a flight attendant again. But you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm pretty sure it's better for her to have had to deal with me using the bathroom than having to deal with, you know, someone peeing themselves on the plane, like a grown-ass woman peeing herself on the plane. But, what do I know? What do I know? Maybe she's used to that. Hi, Papa. I don't know, you know, because you gotta talk about the plane ride, and that's like the most eventful thing that happened to me on the plane ride. So anyway, there I was sitting uncomfortably on a plane to Taipei for 14 hours. I got off, I sat down at the airport there. I couldn't get anything to drink because I didn't have any Taiwanese money. I was very thirsty. Then I had to get on another plane that went like backwards from Taiwan to Japan. That was like another 4 hours. It was an ordeal, you know what I mean? Because it's uncomfortable. I didn't really sleep the whole time. But, I had a plan, though. My plan was, when I got off of the torture tube, I was going to go to my sister's house, you know, take a little short nap, get changed, get freshened up, put some makeup on, put my contacts in, get prettied up, and go to Hololive dinner. Because I had texted my one staff contact that I had at the time at Hololive and said, oh my God, I can't believe I won the ticket lottery. I'm going to Fest. I'm so excited. And they were like, oh, yeah, we should get like dinner. And I was like, oh my God, really? Oh, holy crap. They were like, yeah, why'd you see The Office? I was like, oh my God, holy crap. I mean, you know, I didn't say, oh my God, holy crap in the DM with staff on. I was like, oh yes, thank you for your time. And I would very much appreciate that and be delighted to take a tour of your office. So that was the plan, but the plan was to go to my sister's house first and like recover from the torture tube, because when I told them these are my list of available dates, and I was like, oh okay, yeah, like I'll meet you after I get off the plane and everything, like I'll head over to the office, and they sent me a message that was like, "Are you going to be jet lagged?" Sweat drop emoji, and I was like, "Nah." I'll be fine. Mostly I said that because I didn't want to miss out on dinner. So I was like, I didn't gaslight anybody. I just being my normal self. Just being professional. But anyway, that was the plan. However, the plan went horribly wrong. Why did the plan go horribly wrong? Wait, well, this is not why the plan went horribly wrong. This is just some pictures I took at the airport, actually. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine me jet lagged? I mean, you already know what I'm like when I'm normal. My God. But yes, these are pictures I took at the airport. Oh my God, welcome to Japan. I was like, wow, I'm here. Wow, yay. And they had, oh my gosh, this is like the only place where I saw they had the Hololive gashapon machine. And I was so excited, but I didn't have any yen at the time. I hadn't gotten my yen yet, so I couldn't do it. I was like, no, let me just take a picture. By the way, me in the Mario tube, they have like a whole Nintendo section at the Narita airport where you can play Nintendo games while you're waiting for your flight or whatever. And it's really super great and fun, except I was too tired to do anything except somebody took this picture of me. I need you to know that this sloppy mess that I looked like in this picture, minus the Yoshi hat. The Yoshi hat was a prop from the airport. Minus the Yoshi hat, this is the sloppy mess that I looked like at Hololive dinner, okay? We'll get to that when we get to that. So anyway, but here's like a little movie of me riding Skyliner. Wee! Steph, go! Go, Steph, go, go! Go, Steph, go! You're on the train! Oh my God! Wow, that was a fun time. Remember the time we rode that train? Okay, this is the reason why everything went horribly wrong. This right here. This is what I called the maze of treacherous... Oops, God damn it. Okay, this is what I call the maze of treacherous snakes, aka the Tokyo Transit System. Because here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. To get to my sister's house, I had to get on the Skyliner, and then get off the Skyliner, and then get on the Yamanote line, and then get off the Yamanote line, and then transfer to a different train at Takadanobaba Station, to another very specific train line that runs to my sister's house. However, I put my ticket into the machine and walked away without grabbing it, which means I had effectively lost the ticket that I paid for. I was using a paper ticket at the time because I hadn't set up Suica or anything on my phone. Like, I tried, but I was having trouble. So I was just like, oh, just use a paper ticket. I did it last time. That ended up being a problem. Yes, this is why they make jokes about the transit system in anime, because it looks like this! And this is just one route, okay? I mean, yeah, it's definitely a life experience, Linkle. I'll tell you, if you ever get a chance to ride a Japanese train, I mean, do it. It is definitely part of a cultural experience. But here's what happened, right? I lost my ticket, my blood sugar got weirdly low, and I was very woozy, and I forgot how to speak Japanese, and I forgot how to speak English, and I didn't know how to talk to the lady and the gentleman in the booth at the train station to tell them that I had lost my train ticket. So I was texting my sister, and my brother-in-law in the family group chat, like, oh, is this the right train? You guys, I'm so lost. What do I do? I'm gonna be stuck in train hell forever. You know? Oh, and here's the other thing too, okay? So the Takadanobaba station is themed after one of Japan's greatest manga artists of all time, Osamu Tezuka. And so, the trains play the Astro Boy theme song when they're, like, arriving and departing, right? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? I sat there. Oh, shit, great, you're a blade, buddy. You gonna be okay? Thanks for coming, though. So here I am, sitting on a bench, nearly passed out from low blood sugar. Too stupid to even use the vending machine. And some guy walks by and goes, she looks like Love Live. Okay, first of all, I love Love Live, but why do you see a strange foreign woman passed out on a bench at the train station and say, that looks like Love Live? What does it mean? Maybe I was just hallucinating. I don't know. Okay, don't wreck your sleep schedule too much, Gray. I do worry about you. But anyway, my sister said she would come and she would get me a lost child announcement. Maverick, I am a whole ass woman. Thank you very much. It would have to be a lost woman announcement, but thank you for inquiring after my well-being. Oh my God, Steph, you love you, maybe. I don't know. I hope so. So, anyway, my sister told me to meet her at a specific cafe. I did get myself a little caffeinated beverage to help pass the time and help my blood sugar as well also. Yeah, you know, idle hell is real, and it exists in the underground part of the train station in Takada Baba on the benches next to the vending machine, where you will see a strange foreign woman passed out with a large suitcase and a chicken plushie in her hands. Oh, rest in peace, Love Live School Out Festival, we miss you. I'm gonna play the crap out of that, the new game, the visual novel game that's coming out for Nijigasaki, though, let me tell you. Okay, anyway, so my sister and her husband came to rescue me. And they picked me up at the coffee place, and they took me on the right train. However, here was the rub, okay? She was like, I don't think we're gonna have time to take you home to freshen up and take a nap, because it took us so long to get here after work and everything that we're just gonna take you right to the location of the Hololive office where you're going to meet your person. And I was like, okay. So I had to go in, like, my travel clothes, and we were on the train, and I was like, Lori, can I sleep here on the train? I'm so tired. And she was like, no, you can't sleep on the train. You can't eat on the train. You can't breathe on the train. You can't do anything on the train, man. There's rules. Japan has a lot of rules. This is something important to know if you're going to Japan. Japan has a lot of rules, okay? So anyway, I got off the train, and I had to drag my very large suitcase up a set of stairs because there was an elevator going down, but there was not an elevator going up. I guess maybe there was an escalator. There was an escalator going down. There was not an escalator going up. There maybe was an elevator, but I didn't know where it was. So I had to drag my big suitcase up the stairs. It was a pretty big suitcase. And at that time, I think I was really tired because I started to hallucinate just mildly. And I heard the voice of my grandmother from heaven. And she said to me, Steffi, whenever you can't lift something, just breathe like you're giving birth. I was like, okay, Grandma, thank you. You know, so that's what I did. I breathed like I was giving birth until I got my whole suitcase up the stairs. Yeah. The one thing my grandmother learned from pushing 4 boys out of her body. Breathe like you're giving birth. She also got her master's degree. So, I mean, usually she had pretty good advice. So, anyway, thanks, Grandma in heaven, for giving me the best advice of my trip. But let's now dial it back a minute. We're gonna talk about my wild machinations of what Hololive dinner might be like, and why I hid my underpants at the bottom of my suitcase, and also put a large box of dried fish at the top of my suitcase. Okay? Because this is what I thought when Staffson said, you can come to dinner, you can come to the office. This was my impression. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go to the Hololive office, I'm gonna get dressed up, I'm gonna look so good, I'm gonna brush my teeth and do my hair and do my makeup and wear my high heel shoes, and I'm gonna say to everyone how much I like working with them. I'm gonna use my very best, most polite Japanese. I'm gonna say, Hololive と一緒に仕事ができる機会にいつも感謝しております. Okay? And stuff like that, and impress everybody. And Yago was gonna be there, and she was gonna be like, "Oh my God, staff son, this woman is a genius. Hire her for 10,000 more things." And staff son would love my gift of dried fish. It's really the only souvenir, like omiyage type thing we have in Seattle. It's like really all Seattle has to offer in terms of like specialty local foods in a box. Okay, so but I was like, you know what? They're gonna love this because it's from Seattle and it's a gift from my heart. And A-chan was gonna be there and tell me, oh my God, I was the most chosen person she'd ever seen. And Mariam was there in my imagination for some reason. Which is why I decided if I was gonna open my suitcase and take out the fish, I should make sure that my underwear was at the bottom of my suitcase because I didn't want her to see my underpants. That would be like the most embarrassing thing ever. Do you understand? Okay, I didn't want her to see my underpants. This is a very real possibility that you have to think about maybe when you're packing to go to the Hololive office, okay? It's a possibility I thought about anyway. Let us, however, get out of my imagination and into real life, because here's what happened. So I did arrive at the Hololive office. Here's the thing though. Me and my sister had to walk through a windstorm for like a mile to get from the train station to the office building. And it was so cold and so wet and so windy. And I once again had to go to the bathroom from that extra large drink that I had while I was waiting for her at the coffee shop. And she was like, oh, you gotta get outside the gate. Usually the bathroom's outside the gate. But it wasn't outside the gate. The bathroom was inside the gate. And why did my eyes get stuck like this? I fixed them. Anyway, so I had to pee so bad! I thought I was gonna die! And, I texted Staff-san. I was like, hey, I know you gave me, like, a code for, like, 2 hours from now or 3 hours from now, and I wasn't supposed to show up till a lot later. Listen, Papa, I inherited my mother's beautiful looks and her small bladder. That's how nature both blessed me and cursed me, okay? So, anyway, I sent a message to staff, so I was like, hey, so I'm here a little early, and can I please come in and use your bathroom? I just need to use the bathroom, and then I'll leave you alone for the 2 hours that I wasn't supposed to bother you for, you know? But they were like, oh, okay, this is a little unexpected, but can you use the code to get in? And I couldn't use the code to get in, and they had to come down and get me. I was so embarrassed. But, yeah, anyway, but I staggered up to the Hololive office in my rumpled travel clothes, and I used their bathroom, and I went in their office, and I took this picture, this one singular picture, because, you know, you're not allowed to take pictures, like, past this point, but this is the part they use for, like, publicity and stuff, and stuff was like, oh, yeah, you can take a picture, you can post it on social media. So me being the big brain genius I am, took a picture of my chicken, and not myself, in the Hololive office, because I was like, yeah, everybody will definitely know that I was there if I take a picture of my chicken, one of 10,000 identical chickens. But one thing I need to tell you about these statues. Like, my pictures don't do justice to how large they are in real life. They're actually life-size. Like 2-scale life-size. Ooh, whoa, hi, Venomous. I'm glad you like my pictures. Yeah, oh my God, she had a great time. They're not wax silly. They're, I would guess that they're made out of some kind of plastic, like vinyl or something, maybe? So, yeah, I think it's like some kind of plastic, but they're really nice. They're, really high quality. Resin, maybe, yeah, that's a good one. So, here's the thing about this office, though. Like, it's not like the Hololive office, it's a Hololive office. So, I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna walk in and Yao's gonna be there, and I'm gonna see the wall that every single Hololive member who ever existed signed. It was actually like a small branch office where staffers for the English version of Hololive work. But there was like a mini wall, and I remember that it had like 4 or 5 signatures. One of them was Ollie, and I think Kobo had been there, and I think Gouda had been there and signed it. So there was kind of a mix of IN and E. IN? Is that how you spell Indonesia? Yeah. There was a mix of Indonesia and English, but it was only about like 5 people, right? I was so ready to meet Iago. Actually, it's a good thing I didn't run into Iago because I looked like a train wreck. I looked like I had not only, yes, thank you, Jamuko, I can spell. ID, that's the one. I swear to God, I can spell. So anyway, but yeah, past this point there was like the wall, and then Staff-san led me to like an empty meeting room and let me chill out there, and they were like, let me just change the reservations for a couple hours earlier at this place we were supposed to go to since you're here anyway. I was like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. And they came back to the room and I was like, wait, before we go, you have to give everybody this fish. I brought this fish all the way from Seattle. It's a smoked salmon. It's our local specialty. It's omiyagi. And then I remembered that, like, smoked salmon, you actually have to, like, put on something like bread or crackers. And I didn't bring any bread or crackers. And I was like, oh, God, I feel stupid. Because Stasa was like, oh, okay, I'm not sure how I'm gonna eat this with everybody. Like, it's like a, I mean, yeah, you know, like, they weren't not grateful, but they were like, oh, I'm not sure how we're gonna eat how are we gonna eat this? I was like, oh, maybe get some crackers. I don't know. But anyway, they were very nice, and they borrowed an umbrella for me from one of the other staffers because I had walked there without an umbrella. So not only was I wearing my gross, sweaty travel clothes that were all wrinkly from the plane and everything, but I was also like a wet cat. Because I had like walked through the rain, and I had my glasses on, and they were all fogged up because it was raining out, and I wanted to change into my contacts, so I look like such a nerd with my glasses on. But yeah, they borrowed an umbrella for me from somebody else, and we went downstairs down the elevator, and they looked at me and they were like, so here's the thing, I wanted to be kind of like discreet when we were leaving the office, but here I was. Okay, this is me being discreet with my official KFP chicken and my official KFP backpack and my official KFP luggage tag and the sticker of the Shubaduk that I got from Professor Wonder at SoCal Idolfest. And Stepson was like, yeah, well, I wanted to be discreet, but that's gonna be kind of hard. I was like, okay, well, here's the plan. You and me will pretend that we're regular fans and we're on our way to Holofest, and it's gonna be super normal and super chill, okay? Because apparently, like, some fans, like, I don't know, found the office address and, like, they hang out around the office, and it's, like, kind of odd. Don't do that, by the way. Don't creep out Staff-san. They got enough to worry about, okay? Hololive office is by invitation only. You gotta work hard, get ahead in life. Do something really freaking important with your life, and then they'll invite you there. I just happen to be there on a good day for them, I guess. I don't really think I'm that important, but yeah. Anyway, moral of the story: don't creep on Staff-san, okay? Because then I can't show up to the office looking like this. So anyway, no, Venomous, no. Let me grab my notes again. Yeah, so anyway, whenever I'm having a terrible misadventure where I'm lost and wet, this is not the first time I've been lost and wet and gone to a place where they serve yakiniku. But Staff-san took me to a place where they serve yakiniku. And you know, you cook it yourself. It's on like a grill. It's like a coal grill, and they light it up for you, and then you cook your meat over it, and you gotta flip it over when it's done, and then you dip it in some sauce and whatever. Oh yeah, I made a list of reasons why Staff-san is the best. So let me go through that, and then I'll talk about dinner a little bit more. So they let me come in 2 hours early so I could use the restroom, as previously discussed, and change our reservations to earlier. They graciously accepted my stupid gift of a smoked salmon with no crackers. God damn it, Stephanie. Borrowed an umbrella for me, which I felt extra bad because as soon as we walked out of the building, the wind was so strong I opened up my umbrella and it like flew inside out and broke immediately. So not only did I give them a crappy gift and show up at the wrong time, I broke their umbrella, and they were still nice to me. I can't believe they ever hired me to do anything again after that. Anyway, they cooked my teppanyaki for me because I was so tired. They kept being like, I think your meat's done. You want me to flip it for you? And I'd be like, oh yeah, sorry. I was like incessantly talking the whole time because here's the thing, when I get tired, I get talkative. You would think I'd just like put my head down and be like, but no. I was like, oh my god, let me tell you about the idol group I was in where the leader of the group funded our group with sugar daddies and their mom's stolen credit card. And let me tell you about the time that my friend became a VTuber and then her agency shut down. And let me tell you about my sister and how much she speaks Japanese. And let me tell you about how much I love Kiara and how much I love KFP. And I have an Oshi, you have an Oshi. Oh my god. No wonder they... No wonder they introduced me to so many other people on staff because they probably don't want to have to listen to me again. It's fine. But they let me systematically go through and show them... wait, nothing about my idol group, Papa. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything weird. So, anyway, they let me systematically go through and show them every single picture I had drawn for Hall October the year before. And then I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna make it back to my sister's house. It's like late at night now and it's dark and I couldn't find my way here in the first place. So here's what they did for me. They got on my phone with me and they found a hotel in the area that had openings for the night. And they helped me book a hotel room for the night. And they walked me to my hotel room and they showed me where the train station was because, I mean, they'd only known me for like 10 minutes, but like they probably knew that I would end up hopelessly lost because that's just what happens to me. So here's all the pictures I drew of... Oh, wait, what happened to my picture of Hololive dinner? Anyway, here's all the pictures that I showed them. And, okay, I gotta point out something, though. Okay, this is my best masterpiece from Hall October 2023. It's the best thing I've ever drawn in my life, most creative thing I've ever come up with. And they were like, oh, you drew Marian as a caterpillar. And I was like, no, excuse you. This is obviously a sea cucumber. Like, why would she be anything else besides a sea cucumber? Because she's a seafaring maiden. She's a beautiful sea cucumber. Look at that voluptuous sea cucumber. How could you look at that and mistake it for a caterpillar? It's okay. I forgive you, Staff-san. It was a long night. You were working late. It's fine. Oh, wow, I really didn't have that picture that I drew of... Oh, this! This is the picture I drew of actual Hololive dinner. So, in contrast to... Did I just call a sea cucumber voluptuous? Maybe. I don't know. I have a short memory. So here's what actually happened. This is my artistic rendering of what actually happened, okay? I'm not showing any photos of, like, what happened around the Hololive office because I don't want to dox anybody. I promised Staff-san. I was like, hey, can I, like, tell the other chickens and KFP that I went to Hololive dinner with you? And they were like, yeah, okay, just don't say any names or locations or anything. I was like, okay! But, yes, this is me telling them how much I love all of Callie's songs and asking them if I write 100 lyrics for Hololive, can I meet H-Han? Well, that dream didn't pan out for me, but through no fault of my own. I miss H-Han, though, every day. I love her so much. And I was like, oh my god, you can pay me in plushies. My biggest merch regret is not getting the 2 Ruffian plushies when they first ran them. I just didn't have enough money, man. I have a lot of merch regrets, but that's one of them. I was like, could you pay me in plushies? Could you pay me in Ruffian plushies? Because I take all the money that I earn for my commissions and I spend them on Hololive stuff anyway and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I think a lot of our artists do that, actually. And I was telling them about all the KFP's pictures I saw at Enoshima, because Kiwawa said it's a good place to visit, now it's like a pilgrimage stop. I was shilling Phoebe to Staff-san so hard. I was like, did you know my friend Phoebe should be in Hololive because she's the best person I ever saw, and if her audition ever lands on your desk, please, 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 please interview her. Nepotism doesn't really work at Hololive, though. You really have to... It gets through a lot of people. The audition has to go through a lot of people, you understand? It's not just one person. But, you know, I tried. Because I love Phoebe. And I was like, oh man. So yeah, like, you know, usually the girls talk about they get in a weird situation overseas and their manager has to bail them out. Yeah, my sister's like my manager. But you better watch out, Staff-son, because you're doing a good job too. We're gonna make you my manager, haha. And they're just sitting there like, cool, yeah, your meat's done. But no, I mean, they were really gracious and really very nice after I'd had a really rough day, so I appreciate it. And it was really nice to meet them. And I did tell them, because I was like, so do you like ever get away from your desk and like meet the other creators, like the other songwriters and the other artists and things like that? And they're like, no, not really. I was like, oh, you should! You should spend more time with like actual people who aren't me. You know? And like meet other people who work with the company and get out more. You know? Do something entertaining. I hope that they do. Anyway, so yeah, going back through here, and my voluptuous sea cucumber. Okay, so hi, Nikki! I'm telling everybody about the dinner I had. So I got back to my hotel room, and I took a picture for my sister, like a selfie, and like the hotel receipt, like, see, I didn't die, I'm fine. Cause she was like, you're gonna meet some person you've never met before in a town you've never been in, or part of town you've never been in before. I was like, yeah, pretty much. She's like, okay, send me a picture, let me know you're alive. And you'd think I would be so tired after all of that stuff. You would think I would be so tired, but actually, you know, me being who I am, I saw something on Twitter that night that like made me sad and depressed, and I couldn't stop crying about it. It wasn't like anything that I'll really get into, but basically sometimes I just feel sad that we don't have world peace. So I cried all night that world peace doesn't exist, and how I'm a terrible person for contributing to society when society's bad. I was really tired, and yet I couldn't fall asleep. And I was up all night. So then I overslept. I overslept a lot. So here, let me explain this picture to you. Okay, so the first time I went to Japan in 2017, after my first night there, I overslept. And I realized, oh my god, it's so late. I only have time to take a shower and get dressed, and I don't have time to do my hair, my makeup. So I ended up sitting on my suitcase in the lobby doing my hair, and the lady at the front desk was staring at me the whole time, and but also when guests came in, she would try to pretend that I wasn't there, because that was like embarrassing for her, that there's like some weird American lady with like wet hair doing her morning routine right there in the middle of the lobby, and I was like, I will never oversleep and do my hair in the hotel lobby ever again. However, in 2024, I apparently had not learned my lesson, because once I woke up, all I had time to do was take a shower and get dressed, and I ended up sitting in the lobby of a hotel doing my hair in front of dozens of people while the concierge looked at me like, what is wrong with American people? So, anyway, but I will not do it a third time. Oh yeah, social anxiety is a biatch, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. I know. Don't shake your head at me! I'm doing my best. You can shake your head at me a little. I actually kind of deserve it. Okay, so let me change the background music now. You guys have heard Shiny Smiley Story on the recorder like 15 times. You need a break. I'll put something different. Wait for it. What about this one? Yeah, this one's decent. I made all of the background music that you're hearing today, by the way. This is my kazoo music. I'll turn it up a little, actually. Kazoo music's coming in a little quiet. Okay. So, anyway, I had only the finest of breakfasts. I went to 7-Eleven! And I got pudding and a rice ball and a coffee, as you can see, which I ate immediately. The other stuff, like the strawberry sandwich and the other rice ball, I saved for later. I just stuffed them in my backpack. And I brought them with me to my sister's house. Not like there's not a 7-Eleven by her house, too, but, you know. So, it was very cold out, by the way, but I had to eat outside because I was so embarrassed from doing my hair in the hotel lobby. I was like, if I go to 7-Eleven and come back, they're gonna hate me. So I ate on a bench in the park, and it was so freezing cold. But you know, I tried to be observant of my surroundings. I was like, wow, I'm in a whole other country, and my headache has almost gone away, and I've stopped hating myself a little bit. So let me think about all of the cool things that I'm seeing. So I looked around. I saw cherry petals in a puddle, and I was like, ah, yes, spring has come to Tokyo. How beautiful. And I was very amazed by the quality of the uniforms that I saw on school children. Imagine like a British boarding school in like the late 1800s. The fanciness of that, but kids walking around modern Japan like that. I was like, oh, that's something I noticed. And there were some really brightly painted buses. It was really pretty. And I remembered where Stop Sign said that the station was, but I used my phone GPS to help me just in case. And I rode the train. One of the notes I wrote about the train to myself was that there is these public safety mascots. They were like, one of them was like really furry, and they were really weird looking. And they were doing like an ad campaign in conjunction with like Grand Blue Fantasy's 10th anniversary for some reason. And I wrote down in my notepad, damn, that mascot could give Gritty a run for his money. I don't know if you've ever seen Gritty, the Philadelphia Flyers mascot, but it's really special. Oh, これなんでしょうか? 海外日記が来たんです. Yahoo, Gyaruko-san. Hello. Oh my god, you can see my hand, you're gonna see my face. I mean, I'm not like a real VTuber, so it's fine. I'm more of a regular streamer who uses a live bottle, so. Anyway, so, when I got to, Takano Baba Station again, which is like the halfway point between, like my sister's house and the Yamanote line where you gotta get off. I saw the Osamu Tezuka mural. So yeah, not only do they play the Astro Boy song in the train station, they also have a whole lot of Tezuka characters there. Yeah. So it's a really cool mural. I would recommend if you're ever in the area, check it out if you get a chance. Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly an aesthetic. So I think he was most active in drawing manga in like the 50s and 60s. And a little later too, 70s maybe. So it's some of the earliest like manga and anime. Yeah, it's a... Oh no, they saw my hands! Oh look, there's my whole ass face. There's me. Looking semi-put together. It was very windy. But yeah, there I was, my old nemesis, Takata no Baba. I was like, oh, Takata no Baba, we meet again, but this time I'm ready. This time I'm gonna take the train by myself like a big girl. But, you know, I am so a bear. Can't you see my barriers? You just gotta squint a little bit, Jing. Anyway, I got to my sister's. I took a very big nap. Or at least a very medium-sized nap. It was because of the schedule being kind of off from what I'm used to in the US. I would say it was really hard to fall asleep when I wanted to fall asleep. So I ended up doing my nails, which is fine because I wanted to do them for Fest anyway. And then, was it windy as in Yuko P's all back? Yes. I have like footage, Nikki, of how windy it was. Yeah, the well-known gaming center. There's lots of gamers. There's gamers all over Japan, but I would like to meet a gamer in Takata no Baba. I also saw two beautiful girls in gothic Lolita outfits, but of course I didn't take their picture because that would be rude. So yeah, I got to my sister's, I took a little nap, I painted my nails, and then wait, I went too far. There we go. I went to the grocery store! Yeah! This is my cultural anthropology experiment at the grocery store. And I was like so fascinated. I was like, oh, so this is how Japan sets up their grocery aisles. It's so different from the United States. Most curious. I must take pictures and send them back to the lab in America. And by the lab, I mean like my friend who works at a grocery store. But yeah, you know, they had like delicious things Chicken nuggets! So yeah. I was very fascinated with Japanese chicken nuggets. Oh, 日本も chicken nuggets があるよ! Sugoi! You know? I was impressed. So I was like, yeah, I would take pictures of everything in this supermarket! And my sister came up behind me like, what the fuck are you doing? Genuinely, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you taking pictures in the supermarket? It's like, you know, it's like research. You know? She was like, can you not? But I had to do one more very important picture. I had to take a picture of Steph Cole at the grocery store. It was her first trip to a grocery store. It was a very big occasion. Okay? So anyway, I was taking this picture, and later on, after we came home, right? Yeah, I just did just a really sneaky picture. But my brother-in-law, Ryan, was like, okay, I saw some guy at the supermarket do a double take, and I was like, she took a picture of her fucking chicken, didn't she? Yeah, I did! Well, other notes that I noticed. Yeah, sisters can be like that, Linkle, I feel ya. My sister's only looking out for me, but also she doesn't like being embarrassed. Too bad I'm the most embarrassing person alive. But I also noticed that her neighborhood has a community garden just like we do here in America. So not everything's totally different. And there was also we had dinner from the convenience store. These are some things that I bought. I didn't eat it all at once, obviously. I had the dinner for dinner. And then the other snacks I had throughout the next day. My sister actually was nice enough to buy the protein bars for me. Because I was like, I need some protein bars. I want to try some Japanese protein bars. And I don't know which ones are good. She's like, well, most of them are bad, but you can try these ones for me and let me know how they are. I didn't hate them. I thought they were pretty good. So this was our dinner. I had, like, you know, salmon, some tempura, and some rice. And I had CC Lemon. I saw commercials for CC Lemon on the internet when I was younger, but I had not tried it before. So I was very excited to try CC Lemon. 美味しいだ。日本の食べ物は美味しいです。So yeah, there was like some curry bread and some chocolate chip bread. I had all those later. Oh, and the mango pudding. I asked my sister, hey, like, which dessert do you, like, kin assign me? And she's like, mango pudding. I was like, okay. So I had that. Also, so there's a toothpick in Japan in the wooden chopsticks. And my brother-in-law says, you gotta watch out when you open it or the toothpick will poke your eye out. Well, I didn't poke my eye out, thankfully. And after dinner, we were cleaning up and we started singing, Dame da ne, dame nano yo. And my sister was like, oh no, now there's two of you. Yeah. Yeah, community gardens are pretty sweet. You should check it out if you get a chance. Oh, wait, this was the next day. But before that, so we had a phone call with my mom. Yeah! Noribento! 好きです. So we had a conversation with my mom, and we had like a FaceTime call with her, and I was showing her Steph Co. I was showing her my chicken. My sister's going, Mom, oh my god, she brought this chicken to my house. It's a huge fucking chicken. And my mom was like, she was laughing so hard, she was like, where did you even get that? That's so silly it is. And she's like, Stephanie, why are you so weird? And my sister's like, right, Stephanie, can you stop fucking with the wa? Let me explain the concept of wa. Japanese wa. It's like the concept of like total communal like harmony in the sense that you don't rock the boat. You do what everybody else is doing, and you gotta go with the flow and not make a nuisance of yourself, right? You don't want to be meiwaku. But I don't. Yeah, the wa. Well, it's just WA, but yeah. My sister's like, stop messing up the wa, you're fucking up the wa. Wa is like the concept that the nail that sticks out gets hammered down for the betterment of society. Okay? Like, so me and my sister are totally different that way, right? Like, she's very, like, keeps her head down, wants to blend in, doesn't make a nuisance of herself. And I'm like, oh, everything's so cool around here. Look at this, look at that. Let's take pictures, yay! You know? And my mom said, wow, you two should have a podcast because of the way you bounce off of each other. And Lori says, nah, I'm too tired to be Stephanie's tsukomi all the time. We really are like a bouquet and tsukomi routine, me and my sister. But you know, I told Lori she is the adult that I wanted to be when I was younger, right? She's a full-time translator who lives in Japan and is fluent in Japanese, and I'm very proud of her. 私よりうちの妹が頭がいいです。So yeah, but I'm proud. I tell her I'm proud of her every day, actually, because I wanted to be like that when I was younger. But you know, I had my challenges. I had my stumbling blocks. I never really got there, but she did. So I'm very proud of her. And she said she's trying to be a good immigrant and trying to blend in. And I felt bad that I was sticking out so much because she said they're gonna shadow the hedgehog me because she and I look alike, you understand. She said they're gonna shadow the hedgehog me. They're gonna be like, are you the one who was taking pictures of your chicken in the grocery store? Are you the one who was taking pictures of the shrine in the flower shop? You know? And I'm gonna be like, ooh, Lori, you know, what if I just like did cartwheels in random places and then I left a trail of breadcrumbs of all the places I've been, and then your neighbors was at you. Were you the weirdo doing that? But nah, I wouldn't really do that to her. You know. She said some people might think a foreign lady taking a picture of chicken nuggets in the supermarket in the US is cute, but in Japan it's very frowned upon. So please don't. You know. So I was like, okay, I know I have a really big personality, but I have to be less mendokusai. Oh yeah, you should try cartwheel. It sounds fun. So I was like, I have to at least try, you know? But I was like, man, it kind of is ironic, isn't it? That I am basically a dumbass anime character in the one place that doesn't want an anime character in their midst, and that is Japan. But it is what it is. Uh-huh. Really? Oh, really? People don't like the new design? 古いのも新しいのも好きです。どんなラムちゃんがいいでしょ全部のラムちゃんが好きです。I love all the lums. So anyway, yeah, I was happy to see Lum because she's one of my favorites, obviously. As I mentioned before, you know, Urusei Yatsura being about a weird alien who comes to Japan, boy, that really hits home for me. So this was at the 7-Eleven by my sister's house. And then, yeah, that's just me taking a bathroom mirror selfie before I went out that day. But she really does have a nice tub. The only problem is I couldn't figure out how to turn the drain on. So anyway, yeah, bathroom selfie. Oh wait, going this way. So anyway, after that, I went on the Shinkansen because I was gonna meet my friend Kadens for a really special outing. So what did I write? I wrote Thursday AM. Not sure how her shower works, and can I use that towel? Lori has a photo album her Japanese college friends made of her and all their memories of various trips and school events. And Lori says she didn't think she was popular, but it looks like she was from the book when she went to Japanese college. And they had a picture of me in there too. It said, "Onei-san ga asobi ni kite kureta." I was like, oh, they remember when I came to visit. That's so nice. And then I was talking about, okay, I had to pack for this trip to Atami, right? So I was talking about it with my sister, and I was like, I think I should bring only the backpack and no suitcase, but then where am I gonna put my chicken? She was like, leave the chicken here. Please leave the chicken here. I was like, no. The chicken comes with me everywhere. The chicken is non-negotiable. So I took my chicken and I stuffed her. Well, I carried her around with me, actually, as you can see, and I put everything else in my backpack. Tickets for chickens, yeah. What is the chicken? This is like, it's official merch from my favorite Hololive VTuber, Takanashi Kiara. And this is like one of her mascots that represents the fan base. And it's a chicken. But like the thing was like, it's you! So I named the chicken after me. I named her Stefko. Most people call the chicken Jimmy though. Like his default name is Jimmy. You know what I mean? Yeah, Grampy, let's fucking go! The chicken is vitally important to my mission. I don't go anywhere in Japan without my Stefko. Yeah. So anyway, So I packed my shoes. I had 2 pairs of shoes that I brought with me, by the way. One of them was like my high-heeled shoes. I called them my high-end yabai shoes. The other one was my sneakers that I accidentally bought a size too small. So everywhere I walked in Japan, I was in terrible pain, actually. But it's fine. That is the price I pay for my foolishness. So yeah, I went to Atami and I was there to meet my friend Karin's. Okay, so when I got there, here's Atami Station, and they have lots of fun little shops and everything in there. And right outside the station, they have foot baths for feet, so you can rest your feet after you take a long journey. So here's a picture of the foot bath at Atami. And me and Zefko sat there for a while, waiting for Kadi's, and that's when I realized everybody else there had towels. Everybody else had towels to dry their feet off when they left. Either they brought their own towel from home, or they had bought one in advance from the vending machine that was around the corner. Ashiyuda! So I didn't have a towel. Tawaru janakatta. Wasuremashita yo. So, I texted Karin's and I was like, hey girl, when you get here, I can't move because I don't want to get up and put my wet feet all over everything. Could you, when you get here, I'll give you 100 yen. You buy me a towel from the vending machine. And then mission accomplished, you know what I mean? So I waited for her and she was late. And I sat there at the foot bath for a long, long, long time. But we both got towels from Atami. I got mine and she got hers. I covered her up in case she's not comfortable having her pictures shown online, but she's a very cute girl, by the way. I think. And, yeah, she lives and works in Japan also. Because she's Japanese. So it makes sense for her to be there. But she also went to an international school in Hong Kong and she speaks perfect English, which I was like, oh, yeah, that's really cool. So, you know, she was like my tour guide. Yay, hi, I'm in Europe late again. Oh boy, all my European friends are wrecking their sleep schedules today. But we got to a hotel. Let's see. We went, it's sort of like a ryokan, right, style. And we were like popping our heads all over the place, looking at all the different parts of the room. I was like, hooray! I found the toilet! Karin said, is it a Japanese toilet? Like, you know, like the traditional kind that you have to squat on the ground. And I said, it's a Panasonic! You'll notice, though, that there's actually separate slippers that you wear when you go into the toilet. So that's interesting and very cool. We had a little bit of tea at our hotel room. And we set up our futon. And then we went to dinner. And at dinner, we realized that... Yeah, it is the slideshow stream. Sacrifices had to be made. But I don't want that sacrifice to be you. Yeah, anyway, we realized we were, like, besides one group that was a school trip group, we were the youngest people there. Like, this was a resort for old people. We realized, wow, this is like us and one high school group and 300 senior citizens. We realized that when we went to dinner, which was a buffet, by the way. I didn't get to take a picture of dinner because I forgot my camera, but... it's okay. This was us. Oh god, I forgot to cover her face. Putting my mouse there. It's far away enough, it's fine. So anyway, this is after dinner and after the bath. We took a bath, so yeah, so so what we did was we went to the baths. I accidentally fucked up the wall again because I wore I put my kimono backwards. Well, こんなトイレは特別です。It's like an electric toilet. That's why Japanese toilets are interesting to me, because our toilets are just regular. They're not electric. But yeah, so we got in the bath, and, you know, we, like, talked about our experiences working with our different singing groups and tried to encourage each other and stuff. And I accidentally fucked up the wall by putting on my kimono backwards because if you put it left over right instead of right over left, you're a corpse. Like basically, only corpses are supposed to wear their kimono with the thing backwards. And I got my right and my left mixed up, and I was like, I think this is the right way. And I was about to walk out of the changing room, and somebody was like, "Choto masa kudasai!" She was like, "Wait a minute! Don't leave the bathroom yet! I need to fix this for you!" She grabbed me and like forcibly fixed my kimono. I was like, "Oh, hazukashi. Sumimasen." I was embarrassed, and I said I was sorry. Yeah, but she's just like, like I said, the nail that sticks out gets hammered down. Right? Yeah, people tell me it's like in anime sometimes. I just make a lot of mistakes. The more mistake prone you are, the more of an anime character you are, man. That's just the way it is. Yeah, I mean, it was nice of her to help me so that other people didn't look at me and feel judgmental of Americans in general. But I did feel bad that she saw me that way as like an ignorant American person, like when I had made the effort but I accidentally got it wrong. And Kani's was like, "Oh, actually I didn't notice either." So it's a good thing somebody caught it. Oh god, the mouse. So anyway, this was after the bath, and we went to the arcade room after that, and we played ping pong, which I had forgot my camera. I didn't bring it with me to the bath, but it's fine. We played ping pong, and we played the taiko drum machine. Yeah, it's like a game. We played the taiko drum arcade game. And there was these crazy foot massagers at a manga cafe. And they have, like, all the volumes of One Piece. I was like, well, maybe this is easy enough for me to read. So, but the foot massagers went crazy. You need to know, yeah, pinging and ponging and using the foot massager. So, like, she was like, "Oh my god, Steph, turn it all the way up to 10. You're not gonna believe this." And the foot massager was like, "Brrr!" It went so crazy. It went so crazy I couldn't feel my feet afterwards. I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." So I read the first volume of One Piece until I couldn't feel my feet. And, we stopped for some snacks. We tried the crane machines with prizes. I lost 200 yen, but it's fine. I was like, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Is the everyone drinks coffee, milk, and sun is a real thing? It depends. You can get a lot of things out of the vending machine. You get coffee, you get milk, you get ice cream. I personally like ice cream. But yeah, that was our night, and it was a really fun time. I was trying to scope out and see if there were any cute boys that Kanians would like, but they were either old men or high schoolers, so that was a no-go. It's okay. We still had fun, so this was us after we woke up in the morning. Yeah, we wanted to take identical pictures. So we both took pictures of us opening the sliding, curtains, doors to the back. And by the way, in Atami, there's a really nice beach. Did I show you? Yeah, okay, this. I think I keep skipping slides. Yeah. So, like, there's a lot of stuff to do in Atami outside of the hotels. So there's a nice beach. There's Sefko at the beach. What do you think? Do you like her fit? I designed it myself. I like dressing her up in silly little outfits. I really want to get more. But yeah, it's like a half indoor, half outdoor mall. And here's cherry blossoms. So cherry blossoms in Atami bloom in February, by the way. So you can go earlier in the year and see cherry blossoms in Atami. Because it kind of starts south and works its way north, if that makes sense. Did I get everything now? Yeah. So there's us, and that's the footpath. Wait, no, I'm going backwards now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so there's us waking up in the morning. We were like, wee, it's a good day. I know, we tried out the sink, and it, like, exploded. It was like, psh, it was a lot of water pressure. A lot of water pressure in that sink. Kadi's went, oh, that sink is powerful. I said I wasn't ready for how powerful that sink was. But it was a good time. We watched a little bit of TV in the morning, and there was this really silly show on about a girl who makes bread that doesn't taste good, and a trombone player was following her around and playing the trombone like wah wah wah. And like all of her friends were trying to figure out how to tell her that the bread tasted bad because she kept making it for them. It was like a children's show. I don't know what it was, but even if you don't speak Japanese, it was entertaining. Yeah. Then we set out on a little excursion. Yeah, these are pictures Katie's took, by the way. She took this view from the elevator, this scenery, and she got me, because I put my hands up when the elevator was going down, and I went, whee! And then, there's me, like, hanging on my futon, just relaxing. I put a bow on Stephco the day after. I gotta change her outfit every day, you know? Otherwise it gets boring. Okay, so this, we went, yeah. We went souvenir shopping. Okay, so I gotta tell you about this old man. What? I'm not moving around enough? YouTube says I'm not moving around enough, and the streaming's not good. Like, there's not enough video. Oh, man. Well, I'm just gonna keep bopping around until the video straightens itself out. Okay. Gonna do my best. So this guy, I fell in love with this beautiful little old man mascot for Atami. Oh man, did my internet break down? Is my internet alive? I don't know, I'm just gonna keep talking. So this guy is the mascot for Atami. He's just a little old man with a little comb over, and his name is Atsuo. Okay, Streamlabs is working okay. Bits of internet? I'm just gonna sit here and wait for my internet to fix itself. Just gonna... Oh, I'm back? Am I back now? Okay, how about now? Question mark. Are we back? I really want to tell you about Atsuo, the little old man mascot. Maybe we're back. Maybe. Wait, I gotta... Come on, little Stephanie. Where are you at? Wait for it. Wait for it. Refresh the page. Huh? 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 Is it working? Are we back? Oh, crap! I'm back! I live! Oh, God. Oh, man. What an experience. So what happened was when... Okay, first of all, my modem crapped out on me. And when I went to go reset it, right, I went to go hit the button in the back, but I accidentally unplugged it from the wall when I did that. So, that happens. Oh, everybody probably went to bed now. Oh, man. Well, you know what? You know what? Yeah, everybody in the chat, all three of you guys who are left summon your personas. You're back. Okay, here, let me see. I feel like the chat got disconnected from OBS though somehow. I don't know what happened there, but the chat box isn't chatting anymore. I mean, I can see your chats on YouTube, but I can't see it in my box. Wait, what if I just like... Wait, what if I change this? So speaking of personas, welcome to the Velvet Room. Haha. Okay, well, good. Now we're back here. Come back, chat. Come back, chat. Manifesting chat, fixing itself. No, well, at least we got Wi-Fi back. Oh man, what a thing to happen right in the middle of my most important slideshow ever. Let me see if this... Oh no, what about chat box? Can I don't know if that's gonna come back, but anyway, everything else seems to be working okay. So, I guess I should keep going, right? You know what they say, the show must go on. Anyway, yay, we're back. Oh my gosh, wow. Oh wait, no wait, it's buffering again. Why is it buffering again? I don't like that it's buffering again. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes from now on. I'm sorry I can't see your chats in the box anymore, but I can see them on YouTube, so I think that's okay. Let me turn back on the background music. Thanks for being patient, everybody. I know it's hard sometimes. Ah, yes. The sound that plays constantly between my ears. So, let's see. Where were we? Oh, yeah. I was gonna tell you guys about Atsuo-kun. So he's the mascot for Atami, and he's a little old man with a little old comb over who likes to go to the bath, and he has a little rubber duck. And I bought a keychain of him because I think he's just so precious. Yeah, so I took all the pictures of his merchandise that I could, because I knew I couldn't buy it all. But I could at least buy, I got the pink keychain, you know, because pink's my happy color. And I just really think he's one of the best mascots of all time. So we went to Atami Castle, which is up a big hill. In order to get there, we rode up this big ropeway. And you can see in the middle picture there, that is like a picture that we took from the top of the ropeway, and it's a really nice view of the beach and everything. And then on the left and right, you can see me and Stefko posing outside of Atami Castle. So it's a really big place, and I'll show you what was on the inside and outside of that. So there's what it looks like from another angle, and I took a little video right outside the castle on the balcony, actually. So here's what the weather was like. That was the weather forecast for the day. It was a very windy day, but it was also a very sunny day, so I appreciated that. You know, early March can be kind of hit or miss when it comes to weather. Wait, come on, I gotta tell the music to loop. You gotta repeat forever. You gotta skip. Repeat. There we go. Okay, so inside of Atami Castle, it's a museum. And they had a lot of different things. So they had a lot of, they had these old-fashioned children's games, and Kadens was really good at the one where you have to, hit the Jenga tower thing with the stick. It's like you have a little hammer, and you hit the blocks out of the tower without knocking it down. So that's kind of fun, and she was really good at that. I even have a video of her doing that. And they had a lot of old samurai armor. And there's statues of some of the 7 lucky gods, and there's a Hina Ningyo set. And some samurai dolls as well. So lots of really great, interesting Japanese artifacts. I'll highly recommend it. And then we experienced some art and nature. This is the view of the bay from Atami Castle. And they also have pictures of all the castles in Japan that are still, around anyway. And there's an art gallery where, there were, these visual puns, and you had to guess what they were. But because the puns were in Japanese, I couldn't guess any of them. But Kani's got a lot of them, actually. And then this over here was like part of an art gallery. They had Sumie paintings. Now there's one thing I wasn't allowed to take a picture of, and I will tell you about that. Let's see. I wrote that down. Oh yes, so there was a room in the castle, and it was an exhibit of, let's say, adult art. And Kai's was like, yeah, let's take a look. Let's see what it's all about. I was like, okay. So, you know, we walked through there. It was like no children allowed, no pictures allowed, and for very good reason. Kari's was looking at it. I was like, first of all, I was like, I don't think these body parts are drawn to scale. I don't think this is anatomically accurate. And she was like, oh, is this old Edo manga? And I was like, oh boy, I have experienced Japanese culture. Arigatou gozaimashita. Kansha shimashita. And we walked out of there, and I was like, well, that happened. On to the next thing. So unfortunately, we missed the train that we wanted to take because my phone reader was like having, like, my card reader thing on my phone was having a problem, and like we got stuck, and Kari's had to save me. And we had a date with Ira at the Pig Cafe, but she wasn't feeling well, so she was like, you two can just go if you want. But then by the time we got done being late from the train and everything, we actually didn't make it. And I was like, Karin, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna spend our whole entire day now, because Pig Cafe is off the menu? But we traveled around. So this is us. We rode in a taxi in Atami. I got these souvenirs, one for Karian's, one for me, one for Ira. I still haven't gotten a chance to give her hers yet, but someday I'll hang it onto it for her. Okay, so she was like, let's go to Akihabara. There's a couple things I want to do there. I was like, okay. So the things that were there was crane games. Lots and lots and lots of crane games. Yeah, it works, senpai. Good job, everybody. So yeah, so many crane games, so little time. Here's one of the Pokemon ones that I had taken a picture of. And then the only one that I indulged in was there was a Dragon Quest one. So I actually got 2 for 1. I actually picked up 2. So I got the dragon and I got a slime. So I kept the slime and I gave the dragon to Karin as sort of a consolation prize, because she spent like, I want to say at least 40,000 yen trying to win. 40,000? No, just sorry, 4,000 yen? I'm bad at math, but I think she spent like 4,000 yen trying to get one, like a Sakura Miko, and she was like, oh yeah, it was 4,000. And then she was like, but I've tried so hard now, I don't want to give up. I was like, why don't you look up what they go for on, you know, online? She looked it up and she was like, oh my god, they go for like 1,800 yen online. So, this was mainly the kind of prize machines that they had. Yeah, so like mostly this type. And then we had a girls' night out. And I hope the internet's still working. Oh, there you go. We had a girls' night out in Akihabara. So, Kari's found a maid cafe that was still taking reservations. But while we were waiting for that, we were like, oh, let's do some karaoke. So, okay, thank God. I'm glad it's still working. A little paranoid now. It's okay. So yeah, here's our night out in the town. So we got like unlimited fountain beverages. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it was, she spent an exorbitant amount trying to get it out of the machine. Yeah, I don't know why the chat box got cut off. I guess because like the stream kind of stopped and now it's back, but I can still read what everybody's writing, so it's okay. So we got unlimited fountain beverages, which also meant unlimited soft serve ice cream. So I put vanilla ice cream in my melon soda. It was really good. And then Steph Co singing her heart out. We did a lot of oldies actually, like Japanese oldies that like Karin's mom knows, and some old songs that I happen to know just from like Japanese class and stuff. And that's like some old anime themes from the 70s and the 90s and things like that. And I sang a round of Love Rush also. And I put that on my Twitter though, so that's already up on my Twitter. And then we went to At Home Maid Cafe! Yay! Oh my gosh. So, this is like the wall of legendary maids. Densetsu na meido! So that was pretty cool. And we went inside. So by the time we got there, it was really late. They were only serving like hot drinks at that time and no food. But it's okay, like we got the experience, you know what I mean? So like we got the package where we got to take a checky with our favorite maid. This is Tsukiha-san, the maid that I took my picture with. And Kare-san, we liked her pink hair. You know, she came to greet us at our table first, and we were like, oh, we like her pink hair, let's take a picture with her. So they give you this maid card. This says, Stephanie Ojo-sama. But Kari's actually got hers upgraded from the pink one to, I think, like the silver one or something like that. Because she actually has like a maid oshi back home in Osaka that she goes to see all the time. And she's been there enough times to get her card upgraded. So yeah, when I went to the cafe, the maids were like, oh, do you speak Japanese? And I was like, 少しだけ知ってるけど頑張ります and they were like, oh yay! You know, yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, I'll do the best I can. So yeah, so what I got, actually, I got warm milk, and I know that sounds like really you went to a cafe and all you had was warm milk because it was late at night and I was like tired by that time, and they sprinkle a little sprinkle of sugar in it for you so it makes it sweet, and warm milk before you go to bed is really great. So anyway, that was my time at the Maid Cafe, and I took a picture with Tsukiha-san. And Tsukiha's profile said she's a fan of VTubers. She likes Nichi Sanji, and Kari's just like, oh yeah, Steph is a lyricist and she works with Hololive. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm a Nichi Sanji fan. I was like, yeah, it's alright, it's all good. But secretly, I'm like, oh, Tsukiha-san, you are my rival now. We must do battle. Not really, but you know, it was a fun time. I was trying to explain to her my chicken, Stefco, and like, you know, it's a KFP chicken, and I was like, oh yeah, this is Stefco, but the chicken is Kiara's mascot. They're like, oh, the chicken's named Stefco, and your name's Stefco. Well, I named my chicken Stefco. The whole chicken isn't it's named Jimmy or KFP or whatever. That was hard to explain in Japanese, but anyway, so Karian's was like, she was going to go get a place to sleep for the night, and instead of a hotel, she said she was gonna do a 24-hour bathhouse because they're actually cheaper than staying in a hotel. But you can kind of like get in like, I don't know, like a massage chair or something and just like sleep there all night if you want, as long as you pay the admission. I was like, whoa, okay, that's a pro tip for if you're far from home and you need a place to sleep, I guess. So, and then on the train back home, I ran into a cosplayer from Hong Kong who said, oh, hey, are you a KFP? I was like, oh my god, how could you tell? Was it the giant freaking chicken? But they were really nice, you know, and they were like, oh, is it like your first time in Japan? I was like, oh, it's my third time actually, you know, and we were talking a little bit about that, and I was like, but it's my first time coming to Hololive Fest. And they were like, oh yeah, you're gonna love it, it's so great. And I think we added each other on Twitter. I always try to add people on Twitter when I meet them in person. Yeah. And then I was like on the train platform waiting to go home, and I made a note to myself. I said, you know, I saw so many people on the platform who were like playing like mobile games that I knew about. Like I saw somebody playing Pokemon Sleep, and they were like feeding their Snorlax before they went home and went to bed. And then there was somebody watching a really cute idol group on their phone. And I was thinking about how if I was back home in the States, I might approach one of those people and say like, oh, there's a cute idol group, who are they? Or like, oh, you play Pokemon Sleep too, what's your friend code, you know? But because that's not normal in Japan, I held back, I refrained. So, you know, but then I did think, well, it's a little bit sad that there's probably so many like misconnections and friendships because you're not really able to interact as freely with people outside of like your work, your home, and your job, you know? But I don't know, just different cultures. I think everybody's comfortable being the way they are over there, so it's fine. So I got back in the house and I said "Tadaima!" and my brother-in-law wasn't sure if he heard me, and if I really said "Tadaima," I was like, well, what else would I say? I'd be like, what's up, bitches? You know? He said, wow, we need like background music for you. You're like our wacky sitcom neighbor. Thank you. Maybe. But anyway, oh god, wait for it. I went too far. Okay, so the next day! This is it, wait, I gotta put the shiny smiley story background music back on. Oh, here it is. Okay. Who wants to hear me play shiny smiley story on the recorder 15 more times? I know I do. So, it was the big day. The very, very big day. I got as dressed up as cute as I could because I was like, I gotta wear my Oshi. I gotta look so super cute. I gotta wear my high and Yabai shoes. I gotta wear my cute sweater, my most cutest sweatshirt. I gotta put a ribbon in my hair. I had my brother-in-law put my ribbon in my hair for me because I couldn't reach. But then I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna take off the high and Yabai shoes and put on the regular sneakers that are accidentally too small because I think it'll be easier to walk or run in those. But here's the rub. I had to go via a different station than I had previously to get to Makuhari. I had to go to Tokyo Station. So you can still get there via the Yamanote line. So it's like I had to get on the connecting thing to the Yamanote line, get off at Takanobaba, then get back on the Yamanote line, and then take the Yamanote line to Tokyo Station. Oh, thanks, Beats. Hey. Yes! Wi-Fi-kun, you did it! Wi-Fi-kun! We're back! We're so back! Oh god, I was watching my own stream so I could see if the internet was working. Okay. Yes! Yeah, shut up, little Stephanie. Oh, Wi-Fi-kun! Why are we having this? Why are we like this today? Anyway. I wish I knew what a UDP packet was, Linko, so I could exchange witty banter with you. Oh boy, come on. Did you know I'm on a site right now that says ismyinternetworking.com? I got a maybe for a second and then I got a yes. Okay, come on, little Stephanie, come on. We're back in business. Keep wiggling, keep wobbling. Someday my internet will work properly. Okay, so let's keep talking about my trip to Fifth Fest. Okay. Wait for it. Oh, little Stephanie. There you go. Okay. Okay. So I had to go via Tokyo Station. And I had not been to Tokyo Station before, and it's very big, and I got very lost, as per usual. And of course I spent so much time doing my hair and makeup, there was absolutely no wiggle room. I was like, okay, well, I'll get to Makuhari if I don't get lost and I don't mess up the train, and if everything goes according to Keikaku, I'll make it exactly right on time for Fest. Things did not go according to Keikaku, as they usually don't. So I was like running around a circle in Tokyo Station, and I stopped and I asked a lady at like a gift counter, like, do you have like a map or something? She gave me a map. It worked out. But me and Stefko were on the way to Makuhari, and we were like, oh man, we're late. We're so late. We were crying on the train. It happens. That's life. But I got there. I made it. This is my representation of Fifth Fest in a graphic format. Obviously, I couldn't take pictures like, you know, during the show, or at least I didn't think I could. Maybe some people did. I mean, people like take screenshots and share them on Twitter and stuff, right? But anyway, yes. Anyway, yeah. So let me look at my notes and see what I had written down in my diary at that time about Fifth Fest, because it was just a really... So here's the thing, though. Okay, so when I got to Makuhari, it wasn't like right at the entrance, like right where you get off the train, right? And I was walking and I was walking and I was like, man, am I there yet? Is this the building yet? Makuhari is so big. It's so large and in charge. So anyway, I walked a lot. My feet were hurting a lot. And I got to the line for Fest. I was like, oh, yay, I found the line for Fest. Well, it was the queue was completely emptied out because everybody else was already inside the concert hall already. But like, I also went to the booth for like foreigner tickets. And I was like, oh, this is the booth for foreigner tickets. And they were like, oh, no, this is the booth for foreigner people who got the package that has the hotel with it and stuff. You need to go to the other booth. And I was like, okay. So anyway, by the time I got in there, I remember... So the ushers had to ush me, like, in the middle of the concert. You know what I mean? I was a little bit late. Here's the thing, though. The line was so long, like, the queue was so long, but it was so empty. It was completely empty. Nobody was in it. I was just, like, walking and walking forever in an empty line, and, like, the ushers were, like, pointing me towards this door, like, that way, that way, that way. I was like, oh, my God, I feel like I'm in a relay race by myself. So I got there, and Mariam was doing an MC. I was like, oh, man, I don't even know how many songs I missed. I missed a few. But, you know, I got into it. They showed me to my seat. So I was in a section where it was like, they put the foreigners all in one section together. And so I was with a lot of people from like the Philippines and, some other Kaigai Niki. I don't know, I noticed a big Filipino presence, but maybe that's just me. American folks too, I think, and some folks from like maybe like Hong Kong and stuff like that. So we were there in our little foreigner section, and so Fest is set up so that there's 3 stages. One in front of you, one to your left, and one to your right. And so different girls are dancing on different stages for some of the big group songs, I think. And then like for some of their individual songs, like they'll switch around. So you can, some of them are closer to you and some of them are like on the other side, and everybody like turns around. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in OBS, honestly. I'm just glad something's working, honestly. So the setup was really... And there were so many people. Like, just my foreigner ticket section felt like a whole concert section, like, by itself. Like, a whole crowd by itself. And... It was so big. There were so many people. It felt like there were 100,000 people in there. I don't know how many people actually fit in the venue at Makuhari, but it was so many people. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so. Okay, here's what I wrote down as my impression. So at the time, it was exciting, right? Because I had 5 pen lights with me, by the way. I was rocking 5 pen lights. One of them is stuck on orange, and then one of them only does like a few colors, so I can only use like all of them during certain, like during big group songs where I could find a color for everybody. But the one that got stuck on orange is very handy because my Oshi's color is orange. So it was the first time that Chimera ever got performed live, or like anybody ever heard it. And what I thought was the most amazing thing about it was that, you know, nobody had ever heard the song before, ever, but everybody kind of figured out what the call and response was, right? Because Wao was a good, like, leader of the crowd. So she kind of, like, cued us in, so she would go, Kimeri, and then everyone went, Kimeri, so, like, by the second chorus, we were all rocking out. Yeah, it's me, General Grievous. So everybody really got into it. Oh my God, and then of course Twitter was blowing up about it, and I didn't know it until I got home, which was funny, because I got home, and my brother-in-law was like, is this Takanashi Kiara, this you know, like their favorite girl? Is she the one that you like so much? Because everybody on even my timeline is talking about how she's serving the C word, and I was like, what? Not Mayoshi. Mayoshi's pure as the driven snow. She would never say the C word. And then he showed me that she tweeted it, And I was like, oh, English isn't her first language. She's still pure as the driven snow. So, that happened. It was such a bit, everybody was really buzzing about it, about the song. I'm just so glad I got to see Chimera live for the first time ever, like in person. It was like the biggest thing for me. I was so happy to see her on stage, and she did her MC with Gura, and that made me happy too, because those two are like, they're really close. They have like a parent-child kind of relationship. So it was heartwarming to see them interacting together on the stage, you know? And this is the other things I wrote. So, okay, so I was really also very moved by Sunny Day Song, the group song, because it's from Love Live, the original Love Live, and it's like a special song in the movie that for all the school idols, like, ever to sing together, you know, all the idols get together and they do like one great big song. And so seeing it performed on stage like that, because, you know, I had never been in person to any of Muse's concerts. I have like their DVDs, or what are they, Blu-rays? I'm so old-fashioned calling them DVDs. So I have Muse's DVDs and I've seen them on DVD, but I've never seen Sunny Day Song perform to a live crowd before. I was so hyped because a lot of people really love Love Live and Hololive. And so, you know, of course I knew the chants and calls to that. That was really exciting for me. That really moved my heart. And then I thought about it because Love Live is what connected me to Hololive in the first place. Like, I was doing Love Live covers, like English covers and fan songs, and that's how Hololive found me, the lyricist. So I really felt that special connection, you know, between Love Live and Hololive, and people who just love idols with their whole heart cheering for them, and everybody in the crowd. It's so electric and it's so beautiful. It gets me a little choked up, honestly, because it's so wonderful when everybody cheers on someone with the same dream, and they hold their pen lights in the air, and it's like you're all making a beautiful wish together. I don't know. It's so great to support idols. It's just such a magical thing. And it can touch so many people's hearts, and you feel connected with all these people you've never even met before. This music is way too silly for this conversation. I have tears in my eyes, and the music's like do 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 do. But yeah, I really felt Love Live's positive influence in my life. And I was like, and it brought me here to Hololive, and now I'm here in person watching their concert, and it's just so wonderful. So other notes I had, bass dancing, holy shit! She's so good. Like, I mean, I've seen a lot of people dance, you know what I mean? But the expression in her body movement is so intense, and she's so skilled. She can do things with her body that I've never seen anyone, even with a like corporeal body, do. You know what I mean? And here she is, like a 3D lady doing crazy things with motion capture. Hajime's dance with the mushroom one. Wait, no, the mushroom thing was Rada, right? Hajime is like the hip-hop dancer, right? She's really good too. Yeah, I have seen a little bit of her actually, because I watched some of Regloss's like live and everything. But so this was actually before Regloss had their 3D for doing lives and stuff. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't get to see Regloss on this one, even though they were like around at that time. And let's see what else. So yeah, bass dancing really amazed me. I felt so fortunate to have witnessed her, you know? And I really hope that she continues to share her craft with the world, because I think she's really, really amazing. And I also wrote Korone's flip. Whoa! That was my note on that. She really did a whole ass backflip. That was oh my gosh, like I was like, whoa, you know? And the other thing too, like I thought Risu was so cute, but everybody in my section was looking at each other like, oh crap, is her color green or pink? And we just had like a big mix of green and pink, but actually I think those colors go pretty good together. And then at the end, okay, Okay, so they did Shiny Smiley Story, obviously, because, you know, it's like a staple of Hololive concerts. And I actually led the calls for that one, you know, where you're like, saying, oh, hi, 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 and all that stuff. I got so into it that I actually got dizzy afterwards. But the part where I saw Kiara on the stage, like afterwards or whatever, they were like, I don't know if they were like teleporting out or however they do it, but I saw her and I was like, oh, Tencho, ski! Like, and everybody else was quiet and they heard me and I was like, oh crap, I got carried away. I got swept up in the moment. It's a little hazakashi. But I don't know, I mean, it was pretty hype. People looked at me weird, but it's fine. And then they performed Capture the Moment at the end, because that was the title of Fifth Fest, Capture the Moment. And they popped like paper hearts out of the ceiling or something. And like everybody was catching them. I was like, oh man, I want a paper heart. I didn't get one, but I mean, it's okay. But I saw people posting pictures of them on Twitter afterwards, and some of them were cut in such a way that it said capture the mom. I thought that was fun. Yeah. Hey, Fest is the place to go all out, right? Where else can we be so super extra? Well, maybe at the next EN concert, and maybe I'll get to be standing in the crowd with you guys next time. At the next EN concert. Due to circumstances, I couldn't go to Breaking Dimensions because my mom was sick and just out of the hospital at the time, but I watched it on TV with her. And then Connect the World, I wasn't able to arrange a flight to LA, so I watched that like via live streaming. But you know, staff is always nice enough that if I do a song that's gonna be performed in the show, they'll give me a free streaming ticket, yeah. So actually, Staff-san actually was nice enough, like, and they were like, oh my god, like you balloted for the tickets by yourself, and like, did you get any other days? I was like, oh no, I just got the one day, but I'm really happy because I got the day that Kiara is being featured, you know. And they were like, well, let me see if I can at least get you into Expo. And it was a little too late to get me into Expo at that point. So they're like, oh, sorry, like I tried. I was like, oh no, stop, you really do too much for me. But they did get me streaming tickets to all the other days, including the one that was right after this. Okay, but like, here's what happens. Here's what happened after the concert. My legs felt like jelly because I had been jumping up and down the whole time. Actually, there was a point in the concert where I felt sort of bad because I did have to sit down because I was getting dizzy. It was right after I had my car accident. So my body was really not itself. And I started to get really dizzy and I had to sit down at one point. And I was like, oh, just cheers sitting down, you know. So afterwards, I was so tired. But I was trying to take pictures of me and Stefco and like selfies. And somebody was nice enough to offer to take my picture. You'll see that one later. And here's just like a picture I took outside at the venue. And I was sitting with my Stefco on the bench. I had put a name tag on her that way too, so that everybody knew she was Stefco and not Jimmy. This is my chicken. She's special. She's unique. I put a bow on her. Did you notice I dressed up Stefco to go to Fest too? She had to look her best for the boss. Okay, so I was sitting on a bench for a really long time because I was like, oh my god, every muscle in my body hurts. I cannot move. And I met another KFP there. Well, somebody held up a Wawa when they were walking by. I was like, yeah, KFP, let's go! But I met like another KFP who actually had donated to one of my charity streams before, and I was so happy to meet them. They had donated when I was doing my PCRF charity, and I have a feeling they're the anonymous person who gifted a big amount. But they were like, oh yeah, you know, I just got done and now I'm on my way to Akihabara, and you know, like I'm gonna meet up with some friends, we're gonna party till midnight. I was like, oh my god, how do you have the energy for nightlife after all that? I envy the youth, I really do. I'm just a little grandma sitting on a bench trying to recover my aching legs. You know, a funny thing though that KFP told me was like, they were like, you know what, this is the only time in my life I've seen the room, the line to the men's room be longer than the line to the women's room after a concert. I was like, you know what though? You're right. So speaking of the women's room, I was trying to find a bathroom, and I walked right past this sign that says, well, I didn't know what it says, because it's got a lot of kanji that I don't know. I took a picture of the sign, and I was like, Does anybody know what this says? Like, haha, this sign can't stop me because I can't read, but seriously, what does it say? Because I just walked past it. Now I'm feeling a little paranoid about it. Because I went in the bathroom that was, like, past that sign. I was like, oh, it's nice and warm in here. There's not too many people. It's nice and empty. I took some really banger bathroom selfies and posted them. But then I saw that somebody responded to my text about, hey, what does this sign mean? And apparently this sign says, this is for, like, an overseas business meeting, and only authorized personnel are allowed in past this point. And I was like, oh, crap. Well, I gotta delete my bathroom selfies! Delete the evidence! Ah! Oh, God. What did I do? Okay. Anyway. So yes, I deleted all the evidence of my bathroom selfies. And went to go get something to eat. Because I was not only tired, but I was hungry. So these are the stores that were there on the way back. I took a picture of like some of the food offerings that they had just because I thought it was interesting. So there's like a food court on the way back to the train station. And there's a Japanese Taco Bell, in case anyone's wondering. This is for Sai specifically, my friend who loves Taco Bell. And they even have a taco mascot. I was like, oh my God, Japan, you're so extra. But the thing on the right is what I had for my dinner, which was a really nice udon bowl with beef and a soft-boiled egg. And I got some tempura with it too. And I actually sat and I watched a little bit of the next concert because they had started the next one by then already. I watched just a little bit of it because my phone was like, I was like, oh shoot, but my phone's about to die. So I guess I'll head home and like watch the rest later. So anyway, but it was a great day. And on the way back to my sister's house, I stopped at the vending machine and got this drink, and it is called Hot Lemon. And I realized that hot lemon is, first of all, do you see it says it has vitamin C in it? It has the letter C, so you know it has vitamin C, even if you can't read Japanese and you're a big dum-dum like me, okay? So here's us afterwards. Me and Steph go with our hot lemon. Hot lemon is an amazing drink on its own, right? It's basically just hot lemon juice with like sugar in it or honey or something. It almost tastes like a liquid throat drop, but it's really hot. But like, here's the thing, it's so soothing to the throat when you've been screaming your head off all day. I was a little hoarse and my sister was like, oh God, you didn't come down with any diseases, did you? I was like, no, I was just cheering really loud, I guess. Wish I was, that's all it was. And then I had tweeted my picture. Oh, I guess I didn't include the picture, but just pretend you saw my picture at Fest. My picture, I posted my picture like, yay, we captured the moment, we did it, I'm so sweaty, yay, it was fun, you know. Taketashi Kiara Hololive English responds to my tweet, Steph, are you a KFP? It's so funny because I had been tweeting nonstop about her for like an entire year and she just noticed. But my friend Yoon put this in a frame for me. She literally was like, oh my God, Steph, your Oshi noticed you. I'm gonna put it in a picture frame for you. So I now have a framed picture of a tweet from Takanashi Kiara. Yeah. Great day, great special, very awesome day. It was the best day ever. I felt good in my heart. I did not feel good in my throat, but that's what the hot lemon was for. So that was sort of the end of like my fests and Hololive related activities, but I did a whole lot of stuff after that, so stay tuned, I guess. The next day was Sunday, and so we had a little family time at a park. It's not super close to my sister's house, so like we had to take a train to get there, but it's a park that she really likes. And it did look very lovely in the springtime, and it's funny because we were walking, and she was like, oh yeah, you can usually see the cherry blossoms here. We were walking, and like every single tree was bare until we got to like the very end of the park, and there were these 2 trees with cherry blossoms on there. There's Steph Co in her other hat. I put a different hat on her every single day. She's so fashionable. She's with the flowers. They have like a nice rose trellis and some safflowers there in the park too. Let's see. Oh, I saw a lady in a full kimono, so that was special. Oh yeah, and I woke up that day and I wrote in my diary, where TF did this enormous bruise come from? I guess I went a little too hard at fast because I had a really big bruise. I tried to soak in my sister's tub, which talks. But, yeah, I'm not really good at using her tub. More on that later. So here's some cute things that happened at the park. We saw that somebody had knitted sweaters for the birds. That, like, there's, like, little bird, like, engravings. What do you call them? Like, little carvings, I guess? Or, like, they're part of the, like, the boundary. But they're cute little bird sculptures. And somebody put sweaters on them. It's like, see, some people in Japan are, like, a little weird like me. And we split this chocolate bar and sat in the park together. You know, and it was beautiful weather. I was like, yay, weather! You know, my sister was like, shh, we're in the middle of a neighborhood, my dude. And I was like, it's fine, everybody's working. And she was like, it's Sunday! I was like, you know, I'm really trying to follow the rules, but I can't repress my entire personality. So, you know, but like my brother-in-law was being a little silly too. He saw a big crow and he made a noise and the crow flew off and I said, oh, maybe you can get a job as a scarecrow because you're good at scaring crows, haha. But the park was really great. There were lots of tents, lots of day campers, lots of bikes, kids playing with toys and people flying kites. And there was like monkey bars with the mini zip line and a bouncy castle and swings and bubbles and balloons and street performers. So I guess they do have fun. You just gotta be in the right place for it. You know, and I had a nice talk with my sister. Like, we kind of understand each other on some level because we're family, right? And let me change my background music again for you guys now. You've heard Chinese Smiley Story enough times for today. Let's do this one. I haven't played this background music yet. Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, after the park, we went to sushi lunch at Kuda Sushi. And so this is what it looks like on the inside. Now, since then, they've actually built a Kuda Sushi near Freya's, actually. Well, not next to, but like, you know, within a 20-minute drive of her house. Kuda Sushi! And this was the first time I encountered the mechanism where you drop plates in for a chance to win a gashapon prize. However, my sister was like, oh, that? Yeah, we turned it off because we go here all the time and we don't want all that hullabaloo. And I was like, seriously, I've never been here before. But okay. But here's a video I took of the revolving sushi. Oh, so they were doing a collab with Chikawa, which is like an anime manga, like 4-panel thing about, it means like cute little guys. So I took a little video of the cute little guys that were on top of the rotating sushi. But an interesting thing that my sister told me was that Kuda is one of the few places that do revolving sushi still in Japan. Because they have like those special patented lids that will keep the sushi safe until somebody takes the plate out. Because, and this is actually kind of, this is interesting, right? There had been somebody in Japan who was going around at one point and licking the sushi and contaminating it and making people sick at revolving sushi places. And they were calling it sushi terrorism, you know? So a lot of revolving sushi places do like made to order now. They don't do just like revolving sushi around anymore. Similarly, the public parks don't have trash cans in Japan anymore because back in the 90s there was an incident where some terrorists actually had put like gas bombs in trash cans. And so they just decided, like the whole Japanese government decided, okay, since there was one attack on trash cans, we're just gonna take all the trash cans out of all the public parks and places so that it won't be a danger to people anymore. So I think that's kind of the difference between them and us in a sense, where like if something goes wrong once, they're gonna take it away like forever, you know, where we're like, oh, we're gonna give people the benefit of the doubt again, and then, you know, maybe bad things will happen again, but, you know, YOLO, I guess. But anyway, so this is what I ordered. So I was like, oh, look, they have a meal set. Yeah, Freya wants to win a prize next time. Yeah, I want you to win a prize too, Freya. They have a meal set, and I ordered it, and I realized it came with a little prize, and I realized, oh, geez, I just ordered the kids' meal, didn't I? But look at this! They had hamburger sushi! It's so cute and hamburgery! And it's on sushi rice, so it tasted pretty good. I also got this chawanmushi on the side, because it's not too expensive there. And then there's french fries in the back, because Ryan likes french fries. And this thing I got is called a sushi pet. So I got ebony panchan. It's like a shrimp themed like sushi pet. And you can use it as a chopstick rest. So that was a fun time that I had at the sushi restaurant. And it was a very delicious time. And it was not too expensive, which is nice. And on the way home, I saw a sriracha vending machine. I've never seen one of those before. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you ever walk down the street and be like, yep, there's a vending machine full of sriracha. There it is. That's normal. But, you know, I thought that was very interesting. And then we also grabbed some cream puffs from Beard Papa on the way home. I think we've got Beard Papa here in some places in the U.S. too, like around Seattle and everything too. But they have different flavors in different places. And I did like the cookies and cream puff a lot. So, let's see. Oh, the other thing is, too, I put too much matcha in my tea. Like, they just put powder on your table. And I was like, oh, 3 scoops, that's good, right? And my sister was like, oh, my God. Are you... How are you still alive? And I also couldn't figure out the plate contraption at the sushi place. And Ryan was like, that's not how it works, ah! It was then I realized I had forgotten to take my Adderall that day. But yeah, I wrote a little note. I said, I love these suburban neighborhoods with the narrow painted streets, vending machines, everything neat and tidy, pretty things and planters, and tiled roofs close together. I want to cherish moments of experiencing a quiet everyday life in a place that's different from mine. I wish sometimes I could slow down time and enjoy it more before I get thrown back into the rhythm of my daily life. I still kind of feel that way. Sometimes you're like experiencing something really great, but you know that the moment's not going to last forever, you know? I also saw a little kid with a Pokemon plushie. It's good to know, it was Puzzle. Good to know Puzzle has fans. So then I did laundry, and I went to the bathhouse. Yeah! This is the Sento, or bathhouse. It's, it wasn't super close to my sister's, but it was, like, walkable. So I went to the bathhouse. So here's what happened. So, because I wanted to soak in a tub and I was having trouble using my sister's tub, I wanted to go there. So I walked in. My sister told me, okay, so it looks like on their website, they say they have, you can purchase, you either have to bring your own or you can purchase, like, shampoo and conditioner there. I was like, oh, okay. And I'm thinking in my head, well, that means they must have body wash, like free body wash. It must be free, like the bathhouse I went to with Karins in Atami at the big hotel. There's probably not a big difference between, you know, the baths there and the bathhouse here. Surely not. So first of all, you know, I went there. They were going to stop letting people in at 10:20, which was within 10 minutes of me getting there. But it was still plenty of time to, like, get in and enjoy the bath before they closed at 11. So I got changed, and I went to the locker room, and I walked into the bathing room, and this lady says to me, are you going to wear your mask in the bath? I was like, oh... I have forgotten to take my mask off. I took literally all my clothes off. I forgot to take off my mask. I was like, oh my God, I forgot. You know, me and her had like a good naked laugh about it. And I was, you know, I took my mask off. I went back in the bath. So since the website said they didn't provide free shampoo or conditioner, but you can bring your own or buy them, I assumed that they meant that they did provide free soap, and I was wrong. Okay? So here I am. I walked into the bathhouse, right? And I'm talking to the lady, and I'm like, yes, in my very best Japanese. Like, imagine that this is what my Japanese sounds like to a Japanese person. Like, yes, hello, I come go in bath, but, how I buy shampoo, conditioner. She was like, oh, it's this many yen. I was like, okay, like, did you get the shampoo and conditioner? She was like, yeah. So, I was sitting there in the bathhouse, and I had my shampoo and my conditioner. I was sitting on my little stool with my... Because you are supposed to wash yourself, like, vigorously before you get in the public bath, because they don't want your dirt and germs from your body being in the bath water, okay? Japanese people are very extremely clean, and they don't want your germs, and they doubly do not want your germs if you're a foreigner, okay? So I'm sitting there on the bench. I'm washing my hair, you know, and conditioning my hair. And then I realized, actually, they don't have soap in here. They do not have free soap. But here I am already naked, sitting on a stool in the bathhouse. What am I gonna do? I washed my body with the shampoo from the little packet that I bought. There wasn't a whole lot of shampoo, but there was enough shampoo to put on my body a little bit. And I was like, God, I hope nobody noticed that. I certainly didn't have as much lather on me as the other ladies, but you know, I used shampoo on myself. And I tried to rinse myself really good. And I was like, God, I really, really, really hope nobody looked at me. And I sat, and I went over, and I rinsed myself off. I sat in the tub, 10 or 15 minutes. And I actually didn't stay too long, because I knew I could get dizzy. I was starting to get a little dizzy. But it does feel really nice when you get out. So I used the yen-powered hair dryer, and I got dressed. And I am walking out when the lady at the front desk tells me, oh, chotomate! Oh, wait a minute. You know, like, you can't, but basically what she said equates to, like, you cannot wear those shoes in here. Like, sonna kutsu ga, like, koko ni dame, or something like that. You know, enough words for me to know she was telling me that I was not supposed to be wearing my shoes inside of her bathhouse. So she takes me outside to these things. Guess what these things are, chat? They're shoe lockers for your shoes. You're supposed to, wait a minute, you're supposed to take your shoes off when you go in the bath. You're supposed to take your shoes off before you walk on the floor. And go up to the register and pay for your bath. And I was, wait for it, here's my, I didn't get a chance to draw my own picture, but I found some really good clip art to explain what happened, okay? So she explained to my dumb ass that I had walked right past the shoe lockers and not used them, and I was so sumimasen! I was apologizing like crazy! And she started laughing at me. And she said, you know, it's okay. I heard that you've apologized, and now next time you'll know. And I was like, okay. And I just saluted at her. And she laughed, and she saluted me back. And she was very nice. It was a very nice moment when we were saluting each other. And she saw me all very cheerfully, and I wanted to die of embarrassment. And I'm pretty sure that she was thinking, my God, I hope this woman never comes back to my bathhouse again. Thank God she's probably going to get on a plane and fly away in like a week. So anyway, I didn't go back to the bathhouse out of, you know, embarrassment. But anyway, that was my time at the bathhouse. I did think about going back once or twice, but I only wanted to go if my sister would come with me because I didn't want to do anything stupid again. But anyway, I had a good night's sleep that night after having my adventure at the bathhouse. And I woke up in the morning and I played Beyblades with my brother-in-law, because he likes Beyblade. So I made 3 Beyblades. He explained to me like how it works. He has his little arena. We got it set up and everything, you know. This is a video of me testing my Beyblade. Look at her go! I will call her Chica. It's all orange! I think that played out of my computer speaker and not into directly into the audio feed, unfortunately. But basically, I was like, yes, I will call my Beyblade Chica. And he was like, is that why you picked all orange things? I was like, yes, it's orange. So anyway, these are my 3 Beyblades. There's from right to left, we got Chica, Purple Thunder, and Takanashi Kiara. That's what I named my Beyblades. And he knows everything about Beyblades, for real. I did appreciate his guidance. And I got so into it, I was like screaming. I was like, yeah, let her rip! And he was like, you don't have to yell. I was like, but yes, you do. Have you seen Beyblade? Have you seen the show? Yes, I do need to yell, actually. Yes, I do. So, anyway, but that was, you know, a fun time. But then I had other things to do that day. I didn't want to just stick around the house all day. I didn't want to be boring. I wanted to be exciting. I wanted to go on an adventure. So the adventure I chose was going to, wait for it, Odaiba! Okay. Odaiba is the place where Love Live Nijigasaki School High School Idol Club takes place. Hey Toby, yeah, we're just talking about talking about stuff I did in Japan, including Blade Blades. Yeah. So anyway, here's how the weather was in Odaiba. Okay, let me see if I can actually... Let me see if I can change the... I don't know if I can, but... It's to change the audio, but here's how the weather was in Odaiba.
It's so windy in Odaiba!
Yes, that was the weather in Odaiba. That's just like a little taste of what I was enduring all day long in Odaiba. So... I set off for Diver City. No, don't play the video again. So here I am, getting off the train to Odaiba. I'm going to Diver City. And they were having a little, like, cross promo with Doraemon, so I take a picture there. And these are the stairs from Hololive Nijigasaki. Okay, and I got up on the stairs and I did a little video, like, really short, really quiet video of me singing Chase by Setsuna Yuki. For my friends. Hi, Yaruko! Tadaima! And I got a picture with the big Gundam. It was so windy. You can see my hair blowing back there. So, yes. So I tripped on the one, like, non-flat object in the entirety of Big Flat Odaiba. And some guy walking by was like, oh, Hazukashi. Listen, buddy! I'm the one who gets to decide if I'm Hazukashi. I'm Hazukashi. That is embarrassing. Hazukashi means embarrassing. That's our vocabulary word for the day, children. Hazukashi. Embarrassing. Anyway, here's some pictures I took all around Odaiba. Yeah, so like I went into Diver City. I got my friend some little doodads. Did I miss something? Wait, I feel like I missed something here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So here I am inside Diver City. And you know, I got my friends a couple little doodads that I thought they might like. And I wanted to try, here's the thing. I wanted Stefco to try on the official straw hat of the official Straw Hat Pirates at the official One Piece store, but then I didn't want to feel stupid for like playing around with the hat and not buying it, so I bought the hat, okay? And then I realized not only would it not fit in my backpack because it was too large, but I had to wear it on my head, which made me look like a hobo because it did not match my outfit, but also it was so windy. Like trains were getting delayed due to the extreme winds windy. So I went to the Daiso that was like across the way to buy a tote bag for it. But when I got to Daiso, I didn't have enough coins, and it turns out that Japanese Daiso doesn't take credit cards like American Daiso does. Okay? So oh yeah, you see some Pokemon in there? I got a lot more Pokemon where that came from. Anyway, so Daiso, they don't take credit cards in Japan, they only take coins. So I had to ask, Daiso is like a Japanese dollar store basically, but they have some here in the US too, in Seattle. Yeah. So I had to ask later, ATM wa doko desho ka? Because I didn't have any coins. I didn't have any money. So I had to find the nearest ATM, which I was eventually able to do. I only walked around the whole mall like 3 times. And then I got the money, and I came back, and I bought the bag, and I was like, man, how much time did I just run in a circle? Like, how much time did I just spend just walking in a circle? So I basically only saw 3 major places in Odaiba after that. You know what though? I think the cashier was very surprised that I actually followed her directions and managed to make it back at some point. Oh, hey, Smelly, thank you. Thanks for coming back. I'm talking all about my trip to Japan. Anyway, so I only got to see like 3 things on my Digimon / Nijigasaki bucket list after that. But, yeah, there it is. But there's a few things. Hey, look, it's Freedom Lady. The Statue of Liberty. The fake... Oh, Karin-san kita! I was talking about my trip to Japan, and I talked all about our great trip to the hot springs, too. And how you saved me by buying a towel when I forgot to bring mine. And how cute and great you are. And you know what I didn't mention to the chat again this time, even though I totally was telling everybody about it in Pokemon karaoke, was that the thing I like best about going to karaoke with Kari is that she can imitate every voice in anime. Like, any voice in the world. So it's a fun time. Yes, there is a Statue of Liberty replica in Odaiba. And there's like a whole like kind of like waterfront, I would say. Yeah, I know, right? I was in Odaiba, I was in NYC, I was everywhere. But okay, so there was like some animatronic dinosaurs. I saw those. And then this is the Rainbow Bridge of Odaiba, which if you have seen Nijigasaki's music video, you know, the one that's like brand new world, and that's the one. The wind was so strong, though. It was so strong. So anyway, getting to the freaking school that's not a school from Nijigasaki took forever because Odaiba is a big, flat, empty, windy highway, high-rise filled hellscape. Actually, I love it though. But you know, where we go. There was a Nijigasaki cross promotion too, where if you got all the stamps, like a stamp rally, you could like get a prize. It was like, oh man, I don't have time for that. I'm just gonna take a picture of the sign so they know I was here. And here's the school. Here's Nijigasaki Gakuen, right? I mean, it's really Tokyo Big Sight, and it's shaped a little bit different. But I did get to see it. I wanted to see what they used as the other school entrance as well. But it was so far to walk. Like, when I tell you I walked for like 10 minutes just to get up close to this part, it's so big in Odaiba and so big and empty. But I actually had an appointment, right? I had an appointment to meet a really special friend of mine. So if anybody knew me back in 2017, you will know that I won the KGS Reporter contest that K-Lab Games had, where you could win, a trip to Tokyo Game Show if you made a 1-minute video essay about what's your favorite K-Lab game. So I I talked about how Love Live's Glam Festival was my favorite K-Lab game because it's about making your dreams come true. And also I wanted to challenge them on their show to like playing Skeleto Festival. Yeah. Oh, Big Sight can turn into a robot? That's a fact. Yeah. So anyway, Alex was the person who had organized that contest back when she was working at K-Lab. And her and Matt and Mark aren't around there anymore because they all got different jobs other places. But I got in touch with them and I was like, oh, are you guys going to be around? Because I'd love to meet up with you again. And it turns out, actually, Matt's been busy. He hasn't been around much. But Mark actually was in the U.S. that week, actually. So he couldn't come meet up with us. But me and Alex made an appointment to go get some food in Ikebukuro. And she was like, that's like a place I pass through on the way home from work. And you know, on that night, I'll be able to meet you. So, let's see. We met for omurice, and I would say, well, I'll get to the omurice later. The funny thing is, she's like, oh, it's like at this exit or whatever, but there's 2 exits with the same name. But we decided to meet each other at this statue. It's like the Ikebukuro Fukuro, right? Because you get it? Fukuro means owl. So anyway, we found each other at the statue. It's like, yay, oh my god, it's been forever, how have you been, yay? And we went through the station and we went to get omurice, which is one of my favorite foods, but I usually make it homemade. A little bit of backstory about why I like omurice. Well, my little sister, my baby sister, who's now a professional translator, she was a very picky eater when she was a little kid. And the only way I could get her, and even in middle school and everything, right? She was in middle school when I was in college. So the only way I could get her to eat her vegetables was to put it in omurice. And so I would make omurice for her and me. And it's like a good memory. So I am really fond of omurice. So we went to a restaurant that one of its 2 specialties is omurice, and the other specialty is hamburgers. Oh, you got a friend who's a thick nerd in Ikebukuro? Is she thick with 2 C's or just the regular type of thick? So So this restaurant is called Rakeru, and you go down in a basement, and it looks just like a little grandma's house. It's so cute. It's so kitschy. And here's a picture of my omurice. So I would say it was as good as my homemade omurice, but I didn't have to scrub the pans afterwards, which is a big win as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, she told me it would be a great time to go to Animate, which was a new store that, like, a new branch of Animate that just opened there. And she said it's not too crowded at night. So we went shopping! Yay! And we passed another bunch of owls. These are some, like, topiaries that are in Ikebukuro near the new Animate. Wait. There we go. And this is, like, it's really cute because they have, like, an introduction to the topiary. It says, Boku En-chan yoroshiku ne. And En-chan is 5 years old, actually. He's been there for 5 years. I think that's pretty cute. And here is Bukuro at night. It's really lively even at night. And it's all lit up, and I saw some really cool old posters in this stairwell, so I took a picture of that. Yeah, right? He got breakfast at Tiffany's right next to Urusei Yatsura? That is my jam! Love that. And let me change the background music to something exciting. All of my wonderful stocked up background music I've ever made. How about... Oh, wait a minute. Where was that one? Oh, this one. My jazzy one. Alright, so this was inside of the newest anime that opened in Ikebukuro. I was really excited to see my favorite childhood anime, Rama Nibun no Ich, in a gashapon machine. And this was, of course, before they had announced that there would be a new anime. So at that time, I felt like it was very rare to see anything with Rama on it. So I played it 2 times. I didn't have that many coins, but I played it 2 times. I got Akane and I got Panda-san. Mr. Panda's my favorite character. He's such a big jerk, but he's also such a big panda, you know? And there's lots of Spy Family stuff. Here's me and my wife, Yukiko Amagi from Persona 4. I didn't buy her, but I just wanted to take a picture with her, you know? Yeah, she's my wife. She's my best girl. Love her. And they had all up and down all of the stairs at Anime. Like, I really didn't capture it. They have signatures from not only famous manga artists, but also Hololive members. So you can see Marin is down there. There's Pekura up there. There's Aqua! Oh, Aqua Time! My favorite! My Oshi from JP. So, yeah, lots of cool signatures there at the Anime. The only shelf that was empty was the Final Fantasy VII shelf. It was completely cleaned out, except for this one lonely Kate Sith. Poor guy, forever alone. I guess it was real popular at that time. And here's a few more pictures. Hey, look, it's our boy! Kumatoro. From, yeah. From Persona 3. And then, you know, they also had, like, some vintage stuff on display, which, you know, it wasn't for sale. But I love vintage stuff. Yeah, that's my boy, Kumatoro Kumazawa, also known as Makoto Yuki. In other circles. Right? Yeah, Akira Ishida, let's frickin' go! He's a real famous... He was one of my favorite characters in Slayers as well, so... real cool voice actor in Japan. But yeah, I love to see... They had Sailor Moon, and they had Nam-chan, I love her. And lots of Urusei Yatsura goods! And I had to be good and not buy too much, because I pretty much spent all my money on the airplane getting to Japan. And Slime! My favorite from Dragon Quest! So... yeah, that was there. Okay. Anyway. Oh yeah, also, not pictured. Wait, let me go back a little. Like, not pictured, Alex gave me a very in-depth tour of the Boys Love section. Man, that woman really knows her way around Boys Love. I respect it. But also wanted to plug Alex's manga podcast, Mangaroos, that she actually does with her former coworker, Mark from K-Lab, and another friend. It's really great. And let's see. She also just sort of had like a lot of good recommendations for manga that I wrote down. And she was telling me about some of her like favorite recent ones. Not just Boys Love, like other manga too. So anyway, yeah, we said goodbye. It was really nice. We grabbed some cream puffs on the way home, and then, you know, we went our different ways on the Yamanote line. And I came home extremely tired and sore from fighting the wind all day, but I was so happy I got to see a friend. So now the next day, it was Thursday. Oh, this was supposed to appear when I click them. Just pretend that there's all these different pictures of a park, okay? Because it was my spa day! Yay! I decided I was gonna have a spa day because I was very sore from my car accident at that time. I was like, I need to go rest my bones. So I had a protein bar for breakfast, hot milk tea, and a salmon rice ball from the 7-Eleven. And I stopped at the book off store. Wait for it. There we go. Yeah. I stopped at the book off store on the way to the spa, on the way from my sister's house. By the way, this is how I carried Stefco around. This was the bag that I had bought to carry my straw hat in when I was in Odaiba because it wouldn't fit in my backpack. But then I was like, you know what? This is perfectly Stefco sized, actually. Good job, Stefco! Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Freya from Legacy, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I was in a car accident. It happened a couple weeks before Fest, actually. I was in a lot of pain. I'm all better now. I went to a doctor for a few months for it. I had physical therapy. But yeah, anyway, I was like, I'm gonna soak my bones. But first, let me stop at this book off. Okay, I need to tell you guys. So like, if you're going to Japan and you want to buy like otaku goods, right? You want to buy like DVDs or Blu-rays of your favorite series. You want to buy CDs. You want to buy manga. You want to buy books. Don't go to like a retail store. Actually, go to Book Off because they have things at a fraction of the price. And especially go to ones that aren't in touristy areas. Yeah, Book Off. Ine. Go to ones that aren't in touristy areas because they don't upcharge you too much. So I was able to get the Blu-ray for Muse Final Love Live for 2,100 yen. That's less than $20 in US money. Oh, I felt so happy and sparkly. And I also got 2 easy books. I got the first volume of Doraemon, and I got an adaptation of Heidi, so that I could try to learn to read Japanese better. Freya, why are you saying wow? We watched this together when I got back. But yeah, so I ended up stopping back at my sister's to drop off my haul from Book Off before I headed back to the spa. So here's the park on the way to the spa. The spa is called Saya no Yu Dokoro. And it's really interesting. I remembered to use the shoe lockers this time, Chad. Are you proud of me? He praises on me for remembering to use the shoe lockers. Note the fact that I'm wearing socks and not shoes. Because actually, the key to your shoe locker becomes sort of like your tab for when you're... Thank you, Jing. Praise received. Thank you, Venomous. Praise received. So, yeah, you slap this baby right here against anything you're buying or paying for, and, like, they just total it up at the end of the day, and then you can pay with your debit or credit card. So here's the Zen Gardens outside. And, of course, I didn't take pictures in the bath. That would be wrong. Let's see. Oh, but I was riding, here's the thing. I was riding the subway, looking at all the cute mascot characters on the signs, and I was thinking to myself, man, Tokyo is so orderly and polite. It's like the anti-New York, right? Because there's signs everywhere. It's like, don't run on the escalator, don't stick your bag in the train door, don't stand on the toilet, this is how you wait in line when there's more than one register. And there's signs for literally everything, like how to do everything, and everyone just follows them and follows the rules, and it's weird. And I'm like, man, why do American people all want to move to Japan? They hate following the rules. They hate being told what to do. But, you know, cultural differences. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Toby. Okay, so here's what we did at Saya no Yu Dokoro. Okay, so there was like a little lobby, like a little waiting area where you could like wait for other members of your party to show up or whatever, and you could like lay out in the sun and bask in the windows. So I set up Stefco there to bask in the sun a little bit. And we went in, well, it was just me. Stefco didn't go in the bath with me. I got a Tevami massage because I'd never tried that before. It was nice. It was pretty gentle. The lady told me afterwards, "Oh, you did a good job." And I was like, I just laid there, actually. You did all the work. But thanks. Well, here's the good thing about it, Freya, though. Okay, the good thing is that the signs are all visual. Like, they all have, like, pictures, so I could understand them because it was, like, a picture of, like, a guy crossed out sticking his bag in the train door, you know what I mean? So, like, you know what not to do, even if you don't speak Japanese. Anyway, so at the bathhouse, yeah, I was, like, there's, like, all these different baths and a sauna, and you, like, put salt all over yourself and then wash it off, and you sit in this tub, and then you sit in that tub. It's really nice and relaxing. And there was these two Japanese ladies talking to each other like, man, these American people, I bet they think Japan is just all sushi and bathhouses. I was like, I'm just gonna pretend I don't understand what they're... I'm gonna pretend that I don't know any Nihongo at all. Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, of course, out of the bath, you gotta get some ice cream. This was the chocolate ice cream that I got out of the bath. It was so refreshing and so good. Oh my god, look at it. Look at my hag hand is more wrinkly than usual because I had just gotten out of like 4 different baths, okay? And here's Steph Co and our dinner. So I got soba and soup and like a little cup of water, you know, and it was pretty cheap. It was like $5 or something. Let's see. I wrote a note to myself. I saw 2 poodles today. I guess I saw 2 poodles that day. And that was after I saw like 2 poodles at the park the other day. I stopped for a drink at the vending machine. There was like old guys fishing. There was moms with kids. I found 50 lucky yen on the stairs. Yeah. But then, okay, so after I was in the bath, I was kind of refreshed and everything. And I was like, well, I could just head home and like go to bed. But I feel like I'm not finished yet. I feel like I need to experience more Japan because I'm only here for a couple days, you know? So yeah, speaking of catering to nerd interests, I went back to a place that caters to my nerd interests. So yeah, Genjutsu no Yohane was had just finished up airing around that time, I think. So there was quite a lot of like collaborations and stuff with her. Lots of like Aqua in there, Genjutsu no Yohane outfits everywhere, which made me happy. Yeah, so like we were walking around. Here's somebody who really loves Daya-san. Daya-chan. She wants people to call her Daya-chan, right? Somebody at the mall just really liked Daya. And then this here actually is a picture of inside the Idolmaster shop, official shop. So I stopped and got a few little things in there. And they have some of the actual stage costumes on display, which is really cool. Oh yeah, here's some more pictures. Oh, again, these were supposed to appear when I clicked on them, but okay. Here's some of the stuff I saw at Akiba's. Love-chan! Love her! And there's one of the actually posters for Genjutsu no Yohane that was like out in a cafe where they were doing a cross promotion. And lots of Pokemon crane machines. Lots and lots and lots of those. And I also went to the book off in Akihabara, and I didn't buy anything, but I like browsing around and seeing what they got. So they had a CD from Dialogue Plus, which is Ferris's favorite singing group. And oh, whose outfit was that? Good question. I forget. I bet you could ask Zeta Flare, P. He would totally know, like, right off the bat. He's like a huge Idolmaster stan. But yeah, so I saw some Rama Nibun no Ich CDs from the 90s. Rama 1/2, my goat. So I took pictures of those because I was happy to see that they're still kind of circulating out in the wild, you know? Especially Doko. They are the first 2D idol group that I was ever a fan of. I guess I owe them a lot too, just like Love Live. Okay, so, oh yeah, look at this. I got some quality time with my Oshis. There's my Chika. Takami Chika. My Oshi from Love Live Sunshine. I would literally jump in front of a bus for her. I love her. And then there was this like mural too of Kiwawa and Muna that was promoting the Weiss Schwartz card game. So I was like, yay, picture with my Oshi. I took a picture with her too, but like, oh man, my face was so gross because I had just gotten out of the bath and I didn't have any makeup on or anything. Yeah, Rumble 1/2 had their own 2.5D idol group way back in the 90s. It was called Doko, and they had 2 CD albums, and they ended up doing a lot of the like openings and endings for the show and stuff. So definitely check that out if you get a chance. Okay, and then that was kind of the end of my night, but the next day I had a big mission. Okay, I gotta put on more special music for this. Wait. Gotta find my special background music. There we go. Oh yeah, that's stuff. Guys, scooch it down a little though. Because I had a very important mission to go to the Pokemon Center. Hi, Mini96, welcome. Talk about my trip to Japan. I'm gonna turn this down maybe a little more. Yes, because my very big mission was I wanted to go to the Pokemon Center back in Ikebukuro in Sunshine City. So that's where we went. So here's my little chicken stuffed coal in the big city. And here's me in a cute mailbox that I saw on the way to Sunshine City. And there's Sunshine City. So, let's see. Can I... Whoop. Oh, wait. See, why is this a lot of order? It's skipping sometimes. It's skipping slides. But it's okay. Yeah, it was really great. I'll have lots of pictures to show you about that in a minute. But yeah, this is my haul. This is my haul for my night in Akihabara. So here's the thing, right? So I got some of my favorite girls from Cinderella Girls. I got Mio Honda because she has the same birthday as me, December 1st. And I got Yuki because I like her energy. And I got Frederica because I think she's super cute. And I actually voiced her in a cover that I did with Lunar. And here's Now. Let me tell you, my gacha luck with Now has been incredible. When I was an active Dedeste player, every time I went to go pull from the gacha, there's a different Now. I got like every Now SSR in the world. And like I wasn't originally like a big fan of Now, but I was like, damn, Now really likes me. She must be like tsundere for me or something. And just to prove it, right? When I bought these pins, I had spent enough money to get an omake, or like an extra gift that you get at the store when you spend a certain amount of money. So the lady said to me, she's like, here, this is present. You know how like she gave it to me? It was like a gacha, like blind box, prize. I opened it up and guess who I got? Now. Now, my goat. So yeah, I did that, and I went there, and I did, wait, I'm going backwards. Okay, Ikebukuro, let's go. Okay, so I walked into the Sunshine City. Oh, you like kaide? Hey, you got good taste. So Sunshine City, they had a Sanrio cafe, and there was like Sanrio characters all over the moving walkway. Also thought it was interesting that Toys R Us is still very much a presence in Japan, when we don't really have it here too much in the US anymore. I think they've reopened a few stores, but it's not the thing like it used to be. So here it is! Some of the plushies in the Sunshine City Pokemon Center! And I just thought it was the funniest thing that they had a picture of Larry, or a plushie, right? A plushie of Larry! Who would have thought that Larry would have his very own plushie? You can also see there was like some Nemona standees in the background and stuff there. And look at these big Clodsires! It's a big Chocobee! Right? Everybody loves Larry, right? I actually ended up getting a standee of Larry to take home with me. Larry is the guy that we all are on the inside. Yeah, but there was so many keychains and so many plushies. And I actually ended up taking this Duskull home with me. Why did I pick Duskull? I don't know. I just liked picking it up and shaking it around by the keychain and going, woo, woo. Yeah, so anyway, I bought that Duskull because it was, I don't know, I just was feeling it. And, okay, so here's some of the other little things at the Pokemon Center that I liked, that I just took pictures of that I didn't buy. Except they also did get this Vanillite, because I really liked my Vanillite that I raised into a Vanilluxe in Sword and Shield. Yeah, right? Can you believe even Mook has a plushie? Like, even the Pokemon you think wouldn't have plushies. So many of them. There were some cute bags with like Coco on them, and this cute bento box. And I already have so many bento boxes. I really couldn't justify buying another bento box. But yeah, look at all these cute little dudes. And then, okay. And also, all around the store and the surrounding area, you can see amazing art and sculptures of Pokemon. So they have like different wall panels that represent the different Pokemon types. I managed to get Fairy fighting. This, by the way, I was sort of on a tight timeline. Is Trumpus popular? Maybe. I was was sort of a tight timeline because Ryan, my brother-in-law, who I was going with that day, had to be back in time for like a raid or whatever they do in like Final Fantasy 11 online. So we had to like walk through everything really fast. And I was just taking pictures as I moved. So yeah, all these pictures I took when I was walking by really fast, which is why some of them are a little bit lopsided. But look at this. They have life-size sculptures of all of these different Pokemon. I especially liked the Whimsicott doing Substitute because I ran a Whimsicott with Substitute when I was playing competitive in Sword and Shield. So, you know, we didn't win all the time, but I thought it was a fun gimmick. And oh yeah, I saw it's the life-size. In Japanese, it's Sarunaito, right? In English, it's Gardevoir. And people are dressing her up in like maid costumes and stuff. It's so funny. Like different cosplays. They're dressing her up in like Love Live cosplays. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. But anyway, back to the sculptures at the Pokemon Center in Ikebukuro. So they have this great big like statue garden type thing with all of the starters. Yeah. Oh yeah, Lacey does have a Whimsicott. I respect that. I respect Whimsicott users. So, here's me with my boy Bulbasaur. Haha! From our Fire Red and Leaf Green playthrough for those who are following along with that. And little Tepeg's photobombing us. I respect Tepeg too. He can photobomb me anytime he wants. And you can see just a little bit of Litten there in the background. And this is the best trash can I ever saw. And of course, in Ikebukuro Fukuro. Gotta have an owl for Ikebukuro, right? But yeah, this Garbodor is the trash can. And I love it. It's the trash right in its mouth. Yeah. It's Garbodor. It's Garbodor. Yeah. Dasu. Yeah. Okay, and okay, so this is what I really came for. The Pokemon Takeout Cafe. So there is like a Pokemon sit-down cafe, and there are different ones in different areas, but you need a reservation months in advance, and I just could not get one. So I was like, okay, I'll go to the one where you can get takeout food, because that's like no reservations required. And it's just so cute, isn't it? They even have these special Pikachu plushes that you can buy. I just got food, but you know, everything, I will say too, everything at the Ikebukuro Pokemon Center is a little bit pricey, especially the food. So they know tourists are coming. But yeah, look how cute the atmosphere was. And here's my order. So I got, they only had like one like pastry on the menu, and it's this Pikachu waffle cookie. It was actually kind of chewy. I don't know, it wasn't what I was expecting. It was okay. You know, I wanted to have the experience of eating the official Pikachu waffle at the official Pokemon Center store. And the drink I got was based on, you get to pick which starter you wanted it in, by the way. So I picked Fuecoco. It's like a little cookie of Fuecoco. And then they give you, I got the Naranja Academy drink, because Naranja Academy is clearly the best academy. I'm a little biased because I played Scarlet. And there's me and my drink, and we kind of sat and ate it outside. It was really cold and windy, as it is in March in Tokyo. And there's also like a special commemorative straw that comes with like a little keychain attached. So I enjoyed at least having that to take home, and my drink was very refreshing, full of like whipped cream, but it was a little expensive. Then, yeah, there we go. Ryan had to go home, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep doing a little bit of adventuring by myself on my own. So I walked around in Ikebukuro, and you know they have a lot of anime and gashapon and stuff like that. So here's a little bit of Sakura-chan. Gotta love her, the OG magical girl of the 90s. Many magical girls have come before Sakura, but none have had such a mighty wardrobe. And there was a Suika game gashapon machine where like you can play the Suika game gasha and get like a different fruit. Actually, you got 2 fruits per spin, which I thought was a good deal. And oh no, it's lagging again? Oh boy, hang in there. Wi-Fi kun ganbatte. I hope that worked. You know, I don't really hold a candle to Lafos is doing that, but I did my best. I did my best, Steph. So, yeah. All right, we're back. We're so back. Okay, that's enough of the silly gym music. Let me switch it back to something else now. Let's see. I'll go back to this one. I'll go back to this silly kazoo music. Yeah, so there's another Fukuro and Ikebukuro. And I played the Suiki game Gashapon. I'll try to make a YouTube short out of it, actually, later, I think. Because I still have the video footage from that. Okay, now I gotta tell you about the fanciest bathroom I've ever been in my life. Oh my god, there's this department store? Holy crap. So this is a picture of the department store, just like the exterior. So you get a feel for like what kind of a place it is. They don't really have department stores quite this classy anymore in the US. Okay, so this is the inside of the bathroom. These were the sinks. They had like plates on display. It smelled amazing for some reason. And there were little televisions above the toilet paper. And I was like, my god, I've never been in a bathroom this fancy before. And I will never be in a bathroom this fancy again. Oh, I think I gotta turn up the volume a little bit more for this one. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. Fanciest bathroom I've ever been in my life. Let me see if I have any additional notes in my notes about the fanciest bathroom I've ever been in my life. I said it smells like fruit. Okay. So apparently this bathroom smells like fruit. Yes, yes. Very fancy, very high-tech. Of course the toilet was high-tech, but that's pretty par for the course for going out in public in Japan, you know? So anyway, I went to, I decided I was gonna do like a little bit of a Love Live Superstar pilgrimage. Yay! So I took some screenshots around, where, you know, Kanon sang for the first time. Mirai yo hallelujah! You know, I felt very magical, but I didn't sing because there's a lot of people up on the overpass. No, I don't have my own Discord. I don't have the capacity to moderate a Discord is basically what that boils down to. I'm a capacity. I am an at-capacity bear. But yeah, I felt the spirit of Love Live Superstar all around me. I went to, yeah, it's like Harajuku and Shibuya kind of combined area. So here's me walking around Harajuku, and you know, it's, I would say, out of all the places in Tokyo I've been, Harajuku is the most similar to, like, the sort of downtown area you might see in a big American city. But it also sort of has, like, a reputation for fashion. So, you know, there's a lot of, like, you know, pop art and things like that, and a lot of fashion stores. And they're very expensive in Harajuku, because, again, they know they can get that foreign tourist money. So, if you want to do some clothes shopping in Japan at a reasonable price, go thrifting somewhere else. But, you know, you can see, like, this is it. This is the fashion epicenter here. Oh, my goodness. Yeah! So actually, I managed to see more cherry blossoms here than I did, you know, at my cherry blossom viewing day. So I took a picture of that. And look at this dress. I just thought it was cute. And this is a very lively, like, plaza. And you see it, I think, a lot in Love Live Superstar because it's kind of around, like, Kanon's area. You'll see her, like, walking around there a lot. So I went to the Love Live Superstar Cafe. Hopefully I didn't miss anything else, right? No, I'm good. I went to the Love Live Superstar Cafe. And so, like, they have, like, a kiosk where you order your food, and it's, like, standing only. You don't sit down and eat. So I think they just kind of want to get people in and out of there. So they have an order machine, and they were out of a lot of the stuff at that time of day. But I managed to get kinako on, like, a special, like, it looks like a waitress's, like name badge. It's got kinako on it, because I like kinako. Oisu, oisu, oisu! Yeah, I got 2-chan's takoyaki. So, yep, there she is. Oisu, oisu, oisu. Yeah, well, you know, I think it's just probably the lighting and, like, my camera being kind of old is why the TV looks blue. But yeah, so they were playing like music videos from Love Live Superstar inside the cafe. I did like a little video of me singing along with yeah, funky coconuts, and some guy turned and looked at me like, what is wrong with you? I sang Crazy Coconuts at the part where it goes funky coconuts. So, oh my god, fake fan. And they had, at that time, yeah, they even had, like, Marguerite in the group, and, yeah, like, so they had all the members there already, but they hadn't premiered the 3rd season of the anime yet. And yeah, but it was really cute inside. Let me show you some more pictures. So yeah, I sure was enjoying myself. So anyway, so like look at all the cute stuff they have in here. It's a very small room. It's basically just a little basement. But yeah, there's me and Chi-chan, and look at that. They made the Chi-chan and Kanon dolls kiss. These bitches gay. Good for them. Good for them. Huh. Interesting. Gatako says Japanese TVs are booed by default. We'll have to do some investigating into this rumor. But as always with Love Live things, like pop-up things, they have a guest book. And you can see all of the signatures of people who visited from all over the place. Look at this silly picture. I love this. And I just wrote the date and visiting from USA. I love Cuckoo. I put my Twitter handle. That was all I had the energy for. Oh no, it's buffering again? We're buffering? Are we buffering again? Oh God. Oh Lord, give me the strength. Give my Wi-Fi the strength. I am gonna get a new router as soon as possible. But yeah, okay, so anyway, so what happened was, oh wait a minute. So it started to rain really hard. I was like, well, there goes my day. I didn't have an umbrella. My internet can't handle all 102 slides of my Japan trip slideshow. Wi-Fi kun ganbatte. We're doing our best. Ganbarimasu defu. So it started to rain. And I was like, what is it with me going to character cafes and getting rained on? Because apparently that happened. That happened to me before. But I decided to walk to the station anyway because, you know, in Seattle you get rained on all the time. But poor Stefko, she's not used to getting rained on. So I covered her up with my jacket when we were walking. But guess what? As soon as I arrived at Harajuku Station, the sky cleared up like a miracle. Like, wow, it's nice and clear and pretty now. Clear skies. So I went to Meiji Shrine. I was like, Meiji Shrine's right there. And it was an unplanned visit. It was an unplanned visit to Meiji Shrine, but I've always kind of had it on my list of like, oh, things I should do when I'm in Japan. I should go to Meiji Shrine. It's kind of a big deal. It was built by the Meiji Emperor and his wife and all the other people who built it. Give me super chats. Thanks, Gyatko. I don't have enough YouTube clout to get super chats yet, but we'll work on that. I feel the super chats in my heart. Thank you. Yeah, I really do need some new equipment, but I work with what I have. I gotta work with what I have, you know, gang? Because otherwise I'd just be sitting here twiddling my thumbs waiting till I could afford good equipment, and I'd be 50 by the time I could really stream as much as I wanted to. So anyway, so these actually are like caskets of sake, like ceremonial sake that have been used over the years at the Meiji Shrine. And next. So I took this picture for sort of a scale of like how far away everything is in Meiji Shrine. It takes so much walking to get from like one end of the shrine to the other, and there's all these different branching paths and areas you can go to. I only went to 2 of the main areas, but I got a little more close up of the Tori Gate. Wait for this. Oh, see, it's a Tori at the Tori Gate. Yeah, it's a chicken because she's a chicken. Anyway. So yeah, this is just to kind of give you a sense of like how much walking. It was so much walking. My feet were starting to really hurt again. But I made it to like sort of the main complex. So Japanese shrines are like a complex. They have several buildings, more than one building, and each building serves a different purpose. Sometimes it's like a souvenir stand or something, or like for selling omamori, and then there's like the actual area where the sacred stuff is encased, and like the Tori Gate and everything like that. So yeah, it's a really great big thing. And as I was walking around Meiji Shrine, there was like an announcement. It was like, announcement, Meiji Shrine will be closing in 10 minutes. Please make your way to the nearest exit. It's like, oh guys, it's gonna take me 10 minutes just to get to the nearest exit. So I like ran. And I just made it. Woo! But before I left, I did make an offering, my very last 5 yen coin. And there was a great big wind, and I wrote the Emma are going clack, 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 clack. And I don't know if you've seen an Emma board. I don't know if I got, oh, here they are. You can kind of see them in the corner here. The Emma board's where you write wishes. And it's like, wow, when the wind blows and then go clack, 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 clack. It's like I can hear everybody's wishes. That's kind of beautiful, you know? And I always seem to find find a shrine by accident when I'm out on my travels. And I feel like that's one of the special magical things about trips that I take to. You know, the very first time I went to Japan, I got very lost. But I found my way back because I knew where the shrine was in relation to my hotel, because it was the shrine from Love Live, like the original Love Live shrine. Wait a minute. I didn't show you me and Cottage trip to the Love Live shrine. What? How come that didn't show up? I gotta go way back. How come that didn't show? I gotta go back. I gotta go way back. I can't believe it skipped that slide. I don't know why it's skipping slides. I think because my mouse is wonky. I'm going all the way back. I can't believe I didn't show you guys that. Going back. Here it was. Yeah, I don't know why this slide got skipped the first time around, because this is important, right? So here's a close-up of Emma from the Love Live shrine in, well, it's not really the Love Live shrine, it's Kandamyojin, you know what I mean? Yeah, so this was from when me and Karins went to Akihabara. We went to Kandamyojin. So there's me walking up to the big Tori gate. You gotta like bow twice and not walk through the middle as part of the tradition. And we got our omikuji. We both got medium fortune, actually. My wish was about how will Cold Dia's next performance go? Let me know, omikuji. And it's like, oh, you got medium luck. It's like, okay, I'll take it. But yeah, because this is the one, Kandamyojin, associated with Love Live, people often will draw characters from Love Live on it. So this one has all 4 of the main girls up to that point. So that was pretty special. Anyway, gosh, I can't believe slides got skipped on this thing. I wonder what else got skipped. Hopefully not too much else. We showed you that one, we showed you that one. Oh, man. Yeah, you saw it. Why am I going backwards? I'm going too far backwards. Oh, no! We're going back to the beginning. I have to do the whole slideshow all over again. I have to tell you about all the 10 times I missed the train all over again. No. Okay, I got all the other Akiba slides. Okay. Huh, weird that one got skipped. So anyway, talking about shrines. I got omikuji and I got some, like, good luck charms at the shrine. I like trains too, buddy. Just not when I miss them. Which happens a lot, because I don't understand anything that's going on at any given time in Japan. Okay, so anyway, I had to show you pictures from Kandamyojin. They're very important to the slideshow. We're going all the way back through. Oh my god. Okay, so here I was, Harajuku, blah blah blah, Love Live Superstar! Okay. Yeah, so I went to here. Okay. So anyway, I made it just in time. I offered my last 5-yen coin. I listened to the Emma clacking in the wind, and I rode the train back where my sister ordered us some Indian food for dinner. And my feet were in absolutely wretched pain at that point because, again, I had been wearing shoes that were accidentally too small for me that I had bought right before I went and didn't properly try on. But I got one more thing on the way back. You'll never guess, my favorite beverage in the whole wide world. Wait for it. Oh, I'm going backwards again. Hot lemon! Hot lemon. Always get hot lemon. Hot lemon is the solution to everything. Hemi and Steph go. Why did my shoes fit? I tried them on at the store, but they had these anti-theft things on them, and I thought they were just too small because of the anti-theft mechanisms. But actually, they were too small because they were too small. But I thought they looked so cute, so I wore them everywhere in Japan, and they didn't fit. My feet hurt the whole time. Lesson learned. And this is the last picture of the train ride I took back to my sister's house. I just kind of wanted to say goodbye. It was a very pretty sky. I thought, you know, goodbye, I'll see you next time, you know. So anyway, I got hot lemon, not just for me, but also one for my brother-in-law and one for my sister, because I think everybody should have a little hot lemon in their life. I had hot lemon like 5 or 6 times on this trip, and I don't regret any of them. Hot lemon is the best thing that ever happened to me. Hot lemon is the best thing to drink when you've been screaming all day. Honestly, I really need a hot lemon right now, but I'll have to make my own with like lemons in my fridge because they don't sell hot lemon here. And I had my sister taste it, and she said, it tastes like a melted Jolly Rancher. And you know what? Maybe she's not wrong. Maybe she's not wrong. And on the evening of my final night of my Japan trip, I wrote a haiku, and it goes like this. Ahem. My time in Japan, fleeting like cherry blossoms. My feet really hurt. Thank you. Thank you. That was my haiku that I wrote about my trip to Japan. And, you know, I watched some sumo wrestling at the airport. I almost left my neck pillow at the bathroom stall. So I said goodbye until next time. There's me and Stefko taking off on the plane. But I got a few shots in the airport. Actually, that's at my sister's house. That's my slime and my Peaches the cat plushie with my sister's Mr. Saturn. She has a lot of, like, Mother series stuff that she was able to get because she lives in Japan. And we both really like that series. And we played Mother 3 together, and she translated the Japanese for me. And guess what? They even had a Magikarp at the airport. Well, Magikarp, my favorite Pokemon. The one I relate to most for so many reasons. And there's this really squishy Snorlax plush at the airport. And also, in Taiwan, they had like a Sanrio-themed shop and waiting room. So I took a picture of Pom Pom Pudding because he's my favorite. Yeah, and in conclusion, hot lemon. Hot lemon. Hot lemon. My words of wisdom to everyone. Hot lemon. Always hot lemon. Do you understand? Hot lemon. 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 I love Hololive. I love Live. I love Pokemon. And I love hot lemon. Hot lemon. Hot lemon. Hot lemon. Do you want a hot lemon, chat? Hot lemon. Hot lemon. Hot lemon to you, Jing. Hot lemon to you, Beats. Hot lemon to you, Toby. Hot lemon to you, Venomous. Hot lemon to you, Freya. Hot lemon to you, Winkle. Hot lemon to you, Gyaruko. Hot lemon. I think that's everyone who's around right now. Hot lemon, Jing. Hot lemon for you, just in case you're still here. Hot lemon to all my KFP brothers and sisters and BeFriendbies. Hot lemon. Everyone gets a hot lemon. You get a hot lemon, and you get a hot lemon. And I want to go back to Japan next time that they have a fest so I can get another hot lemon. Hot lemon to the leg. Hot lemon to Wi-Fi Kun. Hot lemon to one and all, and to all good night. I thank you. I thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, look, you even put lemons in the chat. I love you for that. Thank you. I wish that you could see the lemons that you put in the chat. Wait, the leg? The leg is back. Well, we better be done soon then. Alright, it's time to stop the music. It's time to play my very, very special outro for where I talk about one of my favorite things in the world, Hololive. Let's find my special outro. Here it is. Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening to me talk. Thanks for bearing with me while my Wi-Fi broke down like 3 times. I can't believe I got through this whole thing. It's bedtime. Hot lemon!